Hello, welcome. It's HardLore time. How are you doing?
You.
This is take 2 of this episode. I just rage quit on
We had a little blowout. I didn't enjoy Popstar. I said that it sucked. I don't think it sucked because I agree with you that things don't suck like that. Like that. It's just not my vibe.
It's just when you said it's not funny is when I was like, I don't want to have a conversation with this person for 2 hours. You know?
I get that.
Get that? But unfortunately, we have a deadline here.
We do really do. It felt like an hour and a half Saturday Night Live skit, and that's not like I don't find it that enjoyable. I'm sorry. And then the songs, like I'm not into that. That's not my thing. But I watched it for you. The dick on the window was very funny when it goes. That was very funny. I laughed. Eating a blunt, very funny.
You didn't like think about the lyrics of the songs.
I had subtitles on and I was going. Like I got it. I understand the joke, and it also fits perfectly with this week's episode. I get it.
It does.
It's just
the theme of the movie is
quite literally this.
The most famous pop star on earth writes an album that he believes in, that the world does not.
Yeah.
Which is it's a great album. It's a terrible album. Bad.
Yeah, bad. Yeah.
By a great artist, which is what today's episode is about. And it just shows how subjective these things are. Because I would say the pop star soundtrack is Master Killer tier.
Really?
I broke my little thing. I was so mad at him.
Well, the best thing is like I have it all recorded.
Oh no.
Oh,
you do.
I got to get something off my chest.
You're gonna start with this?
That pop star movie fucking sucked.
Are you serious,
dude?
I might actually exit the call right now.
It was a chore.
Are you serious?
I notated the 3.
You are actually one of the dumbest pieces of that I know in my life.
I notated. Here we go. So you know that I watched it. Smile at the Bin Laden outfit when she was on stage dressed like Bin Laden. That's funny. I smiled.
You didn't like the song?
Dude, I don't like musical comedy. How many times?
But it's not funny in the context of the movie. They're not joking.
It's not funny.
I'm not doing it.
He left. So we'll see what comes of that. But be that as it may, Colin, tell them what we're doing for the episode this week and explain it the way that we envisioned.
Yes. Yeah, so we say bad because that's the way the world perceived them. It's not us saying Suffer Survive is a bad No Warning album, because we would probably both say, I know you're an ill blood lifer, but to me, I think Suffer Survive is the best batch of songs they ever wrote.
I love Suffer Survive.
See?
Full apologist.
But it, in Jordan's own words,
right,
ruined them. It sank No Warning.
We did a mini at the Baltimore show that'll come out eventually, and you guys will see. We talk about it with him, and he's very like, yeah, we were kind of ambitious. We tried to do it big, and it just didn't really blah blah blah. And like that.
And no matter what we said, when we were just like, no, dude, it's good. Mm-hmm. Like the people are wrong. They've gotten to the point, and I've been here, so I understand it. He's gotten to the point where he's heard it so much from other people that it's bad that he believes it now.
Crazy.
And it ain't right.
It is not right. Are we
but
good?
It happens.
Are we good? Are you good?
I'm okay now. I remembered that you didn't like Step Brothers when you saw it.
I did. That's 100% true. I didn't.
And that's why I clicked back into the Zoom meeting.
It took a year.
I said, Bo didn't like Step Brothers at first.
And now I love Step Brothers. It's an all time.
I think if you watched it with me, it would be different.
Okay. I'm willing to do that.
Read those Dude, lyrics, and they're geniuses.
I think he's I know it's all 3 of them, but I think he's very funny.
You didn't like Things in My Jeep?
Dude, I just like all of, I don't want to piss you off, but no, I just didn't, it's not how I find entertainment. It's like
Usher saying the donkey roll is why he dances wasn't funny to you?
All of the cameos were great.
Nas saying Karate Guy changed his life.
Yeah,
that wasn't
all
funny
of the cameos were good. Bill Hader as the guitar tech was great. Like
Zippy, dude.
Is that that's his name, Zippy?
Yeah.
Shit.
Catches an F-line sesh. I see it in your eyes. You already like it.
There's parts of it that I like, dude. Fucking what's her face from Parks, is she in Parks?
Dude, Maya Rudolph.
Dude, saying the hard R.
The hard R is crazy.
It's crazy.
Yeah,
so
it's crazy.
But like all of the stuff that I like, zero to do with the music.
That'll change. Bad albums by great bands now. Enough about. I won't bring up Popstar again. You don't either. We're good. I'm fine.
All right.
So should we start with some obvious ones? 'Cause we each made a list.
Yeah.
We'll say we each made a list of bad quote emphasis on the quote bad albums by great bands / artists.
Explain, Colin, because I agree with it. I've subscribed your viewpoint on how art.
I don't think it's fair to say any piece of art sucks because of what went into whatever it is, anything. Any movie existing, like the fact that a group of people got together and made that happen. I think about every time I hit export on one of these episodes, I'm like, damn, I did it again, you know? Got to do it. I got a couple days before I got to do it again. But the pride I feel in that moment pales in comparison to finishing something like an album, which can take years of your life.
Of course.
And
for someone who perhaps is literally like not a musician, not just a person, it's like, that sucks. It's like so dismissive. Oh my God. Which, by the way, I think that was what I said about Popstar, so I apologize for saying that particular word. Because I don't agree with that. Right. It's a very well done movie.
It didn't do anything for you, but we don't need to talk about Popstar.
Not yet. Okay. All right.
I think that's why musicians take criticism from music journalists to heart. Like I think there should be some kind of system in place to do battle with somebody who shits on your art as an objective take.
Oh,
I should be able to hurt you physically.
I'm a music critic, and I do this so much that I know X, Y, and
that
Z.
I've heard more music, but you've never made anything. So truly, you mean nothing.
I think it's always fair to say this record by this band is better than, or I like, or it's better than whatever, than another record by the same band. I think it's okay to say, oh, these two bands are the same ilk. Like, I think this band's better. They did it better.
Or I like this more.
Or I like it more. But to just toss away.
But for somebody who's never made anything, to completely disregard something creatively.
Do you feel that way about movies too? Like, do you truly think there's no movies that suck?
I think movies can be objectively bad.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, I think so too.
Because you can leave out 30 minutes of a story and be like, wait, what the fuck happened? That's bad.
Okay.
You know?
Yeah.
Music's a little different because there can be a story, but you're not going into it for that. It's a sonic experience.
Okay. I agree with your standpoint on this then. I think that's fair.
Art is art. Even Skinamarink, you know?
Yeah.
It's like so panned, but some people are like, this is the most brilliant thing I've ever seen. And some people are like, fuck you for this.
And it extends to other shit too. Like dance and fucking painting and shit. Like
dance is dope.
Dance is cool, but it doesn't do anything for me.
You ever
but I'm not
watch
going to
So
be
You Think
like,
You
that
Can
guy
Dance?
sucks. You know what I mean? Like,
I
can't do that. I can't do the Charleston.
Right.
Lord knows I've tried.
We're at 9 minutes. This is classic podcast where it's like, we're just going to jump right into it. 10 minutes in.
Yeah.
Do we start with Suffer Survive since we already talked about it?
Yeah, might as well because it's already on there. This is a fantastic record that when it came out was super polarizing. I think right when it came out, I was like, I'm not into it. And then, the first two songs,
again.
and then Modern Eyes hits, and then Scratch
Yeah,
the
but the
Skin
first song is hard as shit.
I know it is. I'm with it. I'm totally
Isn't it funny how that works with humans?
I think that record goes through like a production thing. It's got melody on like every song, which like people aren't necessarily looking for. I'm always looking for.
Which is crazy because the moment on Ill Blood is the one.
But no one's saying nothing.
It's the one piece of melody on the entire thing.
Where you get a little
the
taste.
thing where people were like, yeah.
Yep, absolutely. So that's what's cool about Suffer Survive is like all of the groundwork was already laid.
Yeah.
It was there from Ill Blood and the 7-inch. Like it was already
and
there.
it's not, it doesn't, of course the Bad Timing single sounds like it was produced by a guy from Sum 41, which it was. But it still sounds like No Warning.
Yeah.
And that's the stuff I don't get is when there's stylistic changes in some bands where you go, ooh, I don't know why they did that. That doesn't sound, for example,
yeah,
the new Paramore record,
okay,
self-titled.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, no, it's called This Is Why. I love the self-titled.
This is
called
why.
This Is Why.
Right. You're right.
It sounds like a record that Paramore wrote for Paramore,
which you love.
I like that they did that.
Yeah, right.
But I don't. It offers things that I'm not looking for in Paramore. I'm not gonna shit on it because I think that was the record they wanted to write, and I think that's important.
Yeah.
But there seems like a conscious stylistic change. It's like quieter, kind of indie guitar stuff rather than the big, massive arena fucking 5150 that they normally use.
No, I think that's a really good example. Also, I defy anyone to listen to the breakdown of Scratch the Skin and not think it's like the heaviest fucking thing.
It's hard.
It's awesome.
There's 5 at least minimum spin kick anthems on Suffer Survive. I would say it's harder than Ill Blood. Harder. It has harder mosh parts than Ill Blood.
It has harder mosh parts than Ill Blood.
That's what I'm saying.
Because my favorite part on Ill Blood is the No Time for You, like slow down. Like I love that. Here's my first one.
Okay.
And this is, I feel like most people are fine with Dio Sabbath, but like you're like not supposed to be, you're supposed to be the Ozzy.
Kiss my grits, dude.
Dude, straight the fuck. And look, I get early Sabbath. I get the Doom thing. I fully understand how much they influenced what they did. Ozzy is a cool character, not a great singer.
Oh, come on.
He's not a
Don't
great
discredit the Oz, man.
Sleigh bells ring.
Yeah, he was 89 when he did that song.
He was 89 20 years ago.
Yes, dude, you can't discredit him because of Sleigh Bells Ring, because look at No More Tears.
I'm just saying he's not as good of a singer as Dio. Is that fair? No one's as good of a singer as Dio.
Yeah. Like from a technical perspective?
Yeah, he's fucking amazing. And then the riffs that Dio was singing around are a little more monochromatic, a little more like thrash.
They're crazy.
They're fucking awesome.
They're insane.
So for me, Heaven and Hell, Mob Rules,
Dehumanizer. Good God.
I'm like,
there's no argument. I mean, it's clearly just a weird like gatekeeping.
Exactly.
Which is bizarre because you would think that Black Sabbath fans are also Dio fans.
Rainbow fans.
Also Rainbow fans. Yeah. Why would you not like the idea of the two greatest things ever coming together finally?
What's another like comparison of what that is? You know what I mean? It's like fucking honestly, I don't like Rage Against the Machine or Audioslave very much, like at all. But Audioslave getting Chris Cornell to sing, like that's a fucking, that's a crazy come up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that to me is similar to the Heaven and Hell Dio Sabbath thing.
Who was it that Scorsese had never worked with until recently? Whoever that was. Was it Pacino?
Was it? No, he was in fucking. Oh. Wow.
So I don't know. I'm blanking here, but there's something like that where it's like these two great things merging where you're like, yeah, this is why not.
Yeah, of course. So for me, I think one of the first things that I always think of is like, oh, you're into Dio Sabbath? It's like, yeah. I like kick-ass shit.
I have a lot. There's a couple other examples of Dio Sabbath-esque music, like band transitions where I support every single one.
Yeah.
So
yeah, and I know we agree on one that I'm saving.
Oh, that's coming. But yeah, it's not. I would say Dio Sabbath if you're a hard music fan, 100 times harder.
Wow.
100.
Saba's his little eyeballs are gonna.
Am I wrong?
No, not in my opinion. No.
Riff from like pound for pound. Riff.
Like
you go
riff for
track for track.
Yeah.
Mob Rules versus fucking Paranoid.
Yeah.
Hard in terms of hardness.
Yeah.
It's Dio Sabbath all day.
I love that.
Come on. I got a fun one to talk about.
Okay.
It's in the tweet.
Oh.
Alpha Omega best wishes.
So again, we need you guys to understand. Colin and I love this record.
Love them.
James texted me and was like, Alpha Omega bad? Come on, man. And I had to like explain to him.
Yeah, no.
Like, no,
this isn't our perspective. This is society's
This is
perspective.
right. This is like a band kind of jumping the shark over the hill, whatever.
To the listener.
To the listener, to like
because
critics.
we're removed from these things.
Exactly.
We weren't there. So we're able to look at the songs scientifically and say, no, these are good. Trust me.
All of Alpha Omega is good.
It's the whole thing. Yeah.
Front to
Even
back.
the fucking extended jam at the end.
Yeah,
you know?
the jam, yeah. But from, dude, the hip hop song, the fucking.
I have an Eyes of Tomorrow tattoo, dude.
Yeah. Other Side of Madness.
Other Side of Madness is half of my personality. That's
true, actually, isn't it?
That's a lot of me in there.
Wow. And what's cool about it too is it's JJ back in the band.
Yeah, but Harley doing all the dope stuff.
But but I just like the idea that it's we got
dude,
the guy back.
Dude, the poster where they look insane.
Oh my god, the World Traveler fucking.
It's so cool.
I love it.
Whatever session drummer played on that.
Dude, the guitar player
monster.
Too. The guitar player too. I forget his name, but I followed him on Instagram when I was researching this record like a long time ago. The guy who actually played, because Paris came back. He came back. Yeah. He was just like a guy. If you follow me on Instagram, there is I have a highlight of him playing in Germany and going up to a cab to like make it feedback. And he just falls on the entire cab and knocks the entire thing over.
Nice.
It's incredible. But
Rocky George was he on the next record?
I don't know. Let me really quickly look up who
Near
played
Death
guitar.
Experience is one that's not.
Yeah.
It's not a thing I can sit here and defend, but
Yeah.
Say Goodbye to Mother Earth. Unbelievable track.
So the drummer was Dave DiCenso, and the guitar player was a guy named Gabby Abularach. I'm
Fucking gods.
surely pronouncing that wrong, but he's got like big hair, like big curly hair. He's very recognizable, and the riffs are fucking awesome.
They're crazy. They're I don't see. I could see somebody who's like coming from it just from like Cro-Mags were a punk band perspective, being like, now they're metal, so I don't like it.
Yeah, but that was always there, wasn't
But if you like both of those things,
it? Yeah.
it's like, no, this is just them getting better. This is an evolution. It's not a change, especially when you look at Best Wishes.
One of my especially with that,
It's a
and, like,
perfect progression.
Yeah, perfect progression. One of my fondest memories was us in Europe, and we put that on, and everyone was just singing the entire.
We all knew it.
because it's
We
so
all
good.
love it.
It's so good.
So if you come up here and say it's bad, if you say Alpha Omega is bad, you're a person who is wrong about stuff.
And how does that
That's
feel?
something. It must not feel great, but that's your journey. You know?
I saw one that was on our Instagram as a comment, and I have to defend this, but someone said that Five Deadly Venoms was bad. Said that it was shite.
Shite.
Fuck off.
The SE word.
Yeah.
That's a revolting take, especially with a perfect opener in Scarred.
Dude, perfect opener. Into Unify.
We Are the Ones.
No, Unify's next.
No, I'm not going track by track.
Oh,
I'm just shouting. Unify, fucking rectify, you know?
Yeah.
And
Is we are the ones down tomorrow. Oh, the thing that Think I Care and So Be It ripped off really heavy, actually.
I ripped that off 12 times.
Yeah. What's the song? I think it's the fourth song. The I know I'm a man because I made it.
Save My Soul?
Dude,
it's that's a Secret Thug record. If you look at it from Mind Force perspective, you know?
Right. What?
It's not as obviously like, you know, there's not as much of that going on. And the lore there is that they blew the budget, and those were A, pre-production, and B, written for another band.
Real okay. I knew the pre-production like demo thing. I didn't know it was for another band.
Because and this is, I could be wrong, but this is firsthand information from dudes that were around at the time, that it was for a band called the Brooklyn Queens Expression. Comment if I'm wrong. Tom Sheehan, text me if I'm wrong. I'm sure you're gonna. But that's what I'm told.
Yeah.
So it's whoever told me is wrong, not me.
Dude, Final War.
I mean, that's an OG demo track.
I know, so but like the version of it on there is awesome.
Yeah, it's fucking
The Cro-Mags cover is awesome.
Cro-Mags cover is great. What? I'm glad Final War re-recorded exists, but why wasn't it on Master Killer? Why couldn't we hear it with that production?
With that production?
I got some Brutality lore.
Oh, I'll take
No
it.
Warning Brutality.
Yeah.
The next album, an anonymous source told me that Marauder would I don't know if I can tell the story. I don't know if I'll get in trouble. They weren't prepared to record.
Which
so
happens.
they all just showed up and were like, what do we got? And basically, and wrote it while they were recording.
Holy shit.
And that's why every other song is just boom, 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 boom. It's always the floor tom into the count. To the point where if you put it on and just press play and keep hitting next, it's like hilarious. But No Warning, the song.
Amazing song. No Warning. Dude. So
unbelievable track. 41 shots. Incredible track.
Fucking murderers.
So the knowing that was like a, hey, let's just go write some stuff in the studio. Those two songs being good is insane.
Yeah, that's crazy. Without
that's
any
like,
revisions
great job, guys.
or sitting on the demos or whatever. Like that's
crazy. A lot of people brought up God Is I, the next album.
Yeah.
Which really is a different band.
Yeah.
So it's tough to it is good. There's good songs, but it's like I don't look at that as the same Marauder. That's Marauder 2.
Yeah.
Sequel.
Which I think is fair.
It's fair. It's good. Until incredible track, incredible solo.
What's the
Ratcatcher?
Ratcatcher, yeah. That song is good.
Run, here come the cops. There's great tracks, but some people said it was Master Killer tier, and I think they should look in a mirror and shoot the mirror. What's your next one?
I did 5 Deadly Venoms, so you're next.
Oh, okay. Do we get Saint Anger over with, or do we save it for later?
I mean, we can do Saint Anger. I am not a Saint Anger apologist.
No, there's nothing to it. There's no. I wouldn't accept the apology.
Yeah, I agree.
I think this is one where we have to just look at the track list and have a good time.
Okay. So the thing and by the way, we got to do the Some Kind of Monster watch along.
Oh, we're gonna do a HardLore full Some Kind of Monster watch along at some point. So that'll be good.
We'll have like a timer and you won't see it, I think is how we have to do it. Yeah. And then you watch it along with us and match up your time.
Yeah, we'll hit like 3, 2, 1 or something.
Yeah. And then you have like a little whatever. But
let's talk about Saint Anger real quick.
Okay. Is Frantic first?
Frantic is track 1.
How long is it?
What the fuck? 550. It's crazy. Frantic, the whole album, they write this fucking song. This is the Saint Anger formula. They write the worst song they've ever written and then play it twice with nothing like paying off.
Yeah.
and then they're writing the lyrics together frantically, for lack of a better word. Yo, frantic 550.
That a 6-minute opener of 3 riffs.
You hear the whole song in the first minute.
I think the keep searching. I think. 4, maybe 5 times in this song.
Dude, they get everything done in a minute and go, okay, do that. Let's do this like 6 more times.
So the funny thing to me, if you know about Metallica, they were writing these crazy long, intricate songs with 17 different time signatures or some nonsense and injustice. Got Bob Rock in to kind of trim fat, refine the crude oil, right? Mm-hmm. And then for some reason, Bob is producing and playing bass on this record and just like allows a 6-minute opener. Like doesn't try to be like, guys, I think we can.
And the idea of a 6-minute opener is not the problem.
No.
It's really the thing that makes Saint Anger so offensive is within the context of Metallica's discog.
Oh yeah, of course.
It's like, hey, before this, and I know you love Load and Reload.
Yeah, but I get it. We'll
get there.
Yeah.
Before those, it's the best band ever.
Right.
Hey, all you have in this span of time is the greatest band of all time.
The greatest shit. Yeah.
The greatest like rock band to ever make rock.
I believe.
Then let's do this.
Yeah.
What if we sucked? And this is one thing where I feel bad saying this because I know that they're like probably the best people on earth. Metallica. That's all I've heard.
Yeah, it's true.
They're the greatest guys ever. They're never going to hear our stupid little podcast, but
well, all you need to know is they don't play those songs live.
They play frantic
sometimes, but it's not like a staple.
I bet it goes kind of hard live.
I think in the documentary, Bob Rock explains that the idea is for a band to have taken time off and then to kind of get back together and just kind of jam. They explain what it is
very clearly in the movie. They're like, this is a jam band jamming in the garage. We want to replicate that with the way it sounds, and it's fucked up.
It's fucked up.
Saint Anger track 2. Guess the length of Saint Anger.
It's long as fuck. Like, I didn't expect an
21.
Wait, what? That was the video, right?
Yeah.
And it was 7 minutes long?
I'm sure they did let me see how long the actual
video is. Keep going with the track listing.
Some kind of motherfucking monster is track 3. Maybe the best moment of the movie when they're writing those lyrics.
Like some
these are the feet that kick your ass. Like some shit, whatever it is. Dude.
I mean, the music video is 5 minutes 50 seconds.
Yeah, so they cut out a minute and a half. You couldn't cut out a minute and a half of any
of our songs.
Some kind of monster. And I want the utmost respect to them for seeing this footage and being like, we have to
release it. Yeah. Yeah.
The balls.
I mean, they're
huge.
They're fucking geniuses.
Like truly chased a bag that had never existed before.
And this is post Napster too.
Post Napster, post all the stuff.
Yeah, the Jason stuff, all that shit.
It gives, the moment with Rob at the end. It just shows you that at the end of all this story, you're still watching the best band.
The best. They're like,
hey, you guys are still the best.
We want you to be excited. Here's $1 million. And it's just like,
so cool.
Dude, you guys fucking rip. Or when they're like,
they're awesome.
James gets 33, Kirk gets 33, Lars gets 33, and Rob gets 1% of a vote to kind of sway it. And they're like, that's bullshit.
Yeah.
We do it even split, and management is the tiebreaker. And it's just like,
that's so cool.
Dude, one of the biggest bands ever is going out of their way to just be like, no, you're in.
Like, if you're going to be in, you got to be in.
Come on.
But then they go... Dude,
I know we're gonna do the watch long, but I have to point out the part when James comes back from rehab. Lars says, play a riff, and he plays a bluesy ding 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 bow down and ding ding, right? And he goes, ding 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 ding. Dude.
Well, is that the stock riff part, or does that happen?
No.
Earlier,
That's
right?
just like, let's just like jam. Yeah, I think it's fucking stock.
That is legendary.
Unbelievable. But so we can't defend this too much.
Saint Anger
it's objectively not a great.
It's crazy.
It's a crazy record.
There's no reason it should be an hour and 15 minutes long.
I think
that's the runtime.
we on tour tried to listen to it once.
It's crazy.
And
I've done it lately. It's tough.
I think I've done it maybe once.
Ever?
Ever.
You never just throw Sweet Amber on to have a good time, dude.
Although
sweet. How sweet are you? How sweet does it get? Crazy.
The follow-ups, I mean, that was certainly a low point in the band, but the follow-ups, they get better.
Couple tracks.
Death Magnetic, not great, better. Hardwired, pretty goddamn good.
Couple tracks.
I
got to explain the origin of couple tracks real quick.
Oh, right.
Because I think this is going to change the trajectory of some people's lives. So, couple tracks. If you hear us saying that, to me,
it's like
the origin of couple tracks this is a Todd X. Jones original. The day that Lou Reed died, from the Nails Twitter, Todd tweeted, R.I.P. Lou Reed, couple tracks. So that has stuck with me to this day. It will stick with you forever now. And that's code for like...
Yeah.
Couple tracks.
Like,
you know?
I'm not supposed to like this, but check these out.
Like honestly, to me, Goo Goo Dolls, couple tracks.
Couple fucking tracks.
But those tracks are tracks, but like couple tracks.
Yeah, absolutely.
In like the whole discog, no way.
No way.
Couple tracks.
All right, what do I got next here? That was good.
Yeah, what do you got?
Hatebreed, Supremacy.
Grammy nominated.
Was it Grammy nominated? Okay, to be fair, I did not know it was that well received. However, the cultural zeitgeist is that after Rise, it's kind of like, kind of over the hill.
To hardcore, maybe.
Yeah, and that's mostly the lens that we're talking about.
No, of course. But just like, that's where, if anything, that's when they really leveled up. But no, Supremacy was, who put that out? Because I think Rise of Brutality was Roadrunner.
Really?
And Supremacy was Supremacy was Roadrunner.
Okay. So again, I'm not saying you'll just you're not likely to find someone to be like, yo, fucking Spinning Venom, great track. Like,
right.
That's just not going to be as common as a fucking Satisfaction song.
But look at their streams, dude. Look at the top plays. There ain't one of them Satisfaction. Not a one.
So it's a biased.
It's all Rise of, it's like Supremacy, Rise of Brutality, Perseverance.
Okay. So
I Will Be Heard, still number one.
Yeah. I also had Slash for the Lions because I saw someone post that.
Was crazy.
But it was fucking that's the best cover record of all time.
So I was wrong about it was Live for This that was Grammy nominated, which is on Rise of Brutality. So
right. Okay.
Rise of Brutality rightfully Grammy nominated.
Yeah.
Supremacy, I'm not going to say couple tracks because I think there's many
tracks.
Many tracks.
I think that's Sean Martin just spicing up riffs. Sean and Jamie just throwing salt on some riffs.
Jamie, pound. Maybe we'll save this for a later conversation, if you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Maybe next Thursday. For the Lions is the master killer of cover up.
Dude, easily.
So don't get me fucking started on
it's got every... Hold on. Allow me.
It's crazy.
It's Hatebreed. The track listing is fucking insane.
It's unbelievable.
Life is
like
Pain.
I made a playlist.
Yes, exactly. Life is Pain, Your Mistake, Refuse, Resist, Escape, Boxed In, Sick of Talks, Suicidal Maniac, Set It Off, Hear Me, I'm in Pain, Supertouch, Hate Breeders, All I Had I Gave, It's the Limit, Ghosts of War.
Yeah. It's genuinely like, Colin, make a playlist. Okay, here it is.
Here's like all my favorite heavy songs.
And it's like he's doing a little bit of both. He's catering to they were catering to the metal guys with the Slayer and the whatnots.
Yeah.
And then he's straight up like, hey, listen to these hardcore bands.
So cool.
Because that's what Hatebreed was.
And giving homage to the Misfits too. Like, it's awesome.
Hey, here's where our name's from.
Yeah. It's the goat.
Destiny
dude.
fulfilled completely. Four Lions is awesome. Supremacy is awesome.
Yeah.
The narrative that people don't, that like Hatebreed records after Perseverance aren't worth your time is crazy. Because I will say, I may not listen to the last 2 or 3 like a ton.
Mm-hmm.
Up to Self-Titled.
Mm-hmm.
You could put any of them fuckers on, and I'm happy. Self-Titled has some of the hardest shit that they ever wrote.
I'm gonna go out on a limb and say that I'm sooner to put Rise on before Perseverance.
I don't think that's crazy at all.
Okay.
I think again we should maybe save this.
Yeah.
For next Thursday.
Yeah.
Earth Crisis Slither.
That song Provoke is dope.
Yeah, there's a couple tracks, man.
There is a couple tracks on that, and that's you know what, Colin? That is a perfect example of the conversation we're having.
Couple tracks,
and
it is because that's not an evolution. That's a change.
That's a change that I think it flopped.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, who knows? Because
yeah,
in some of these conversations, it's their highest selling thing ever. I'll tell you what.
Yeah.
No Trapped Under Ice record came close to selling as much as Heatwave sold. So to call it a flop, you're wrong.
Is that true?
It is the highest selling Trapped Under Ice album by far.
Wow.
So you can't fuck with that. That's the only stat that matters at the end of the day.
I'm going to read
I was going to suggest we pull up reviews.
I'm going to read a review.
You got a Slither review?
Slither, yeah.
Okay.
But this is just a random Chronicles of Chaos by Adrian Bromley. 8 out of 10.
8 out of 10?
8 out of 10. Article published May 2000.
Wow.
While not as bomb-dropping as label mates Snapcase's release with designs for automation, Earth Crisis returned to their roots and original label, and the result couldn't have been more exciting.
Okay. There's some Slitherheads out there.
Earth Crisis still rock, and it's nice to see that they aren't afraid to turn things up. This is a great record that is full of gems, most notably the title track Provoke, Aggress, and Arc of Descent.
Fuck yeah, dude. Are you going to tell me I turned myself into a monster to fight off, whatever the lyric is, the monsters of the world? Good shit, dude.
Yeah, it's good stuff.
Yo, that's a hell of a hook.
That's very, it's very like Dark Knight. Very Nolan.
It is. I turned myself into a monster.
yeah.
To fight off the monsters of the world. You going to tell me Christian Bale didn't say that?
He said it.
Yeah, we're going to start a thing is like Earth Crisis or Batman.
Dude, that's pretty fucking good.
Next week on HardLore, Earth Crisis or Batman, and the whole new segment. Couple tracks.
I got one.
Hit me.
This doesn't really apply to you, but just trust me. When it came out, it was a flop. In Reverie by Saves the Day was the follow-up to Stay What You Are, which was their biggest record.
That's the biggest one ever, right?
Right. In Reverie, he like his voice changed, so everything was in a falsetto. It was like very different. He got older.
Was that for because he couldn't?
Yeah.
That was a couldn't situation.
Straight up, and it was kind of like, well, what do we do? So they pivoted to this thing. The production's dope. The song's dope. The lyrics are like really creepy and weird. And then after that, the band really, really, really changed. But I think In Reverie is like an amazing little viewpoint into like the full songwriting potential of these guys when they had a budget.
Right.
And they had all the money and they were doing good. And they're just like, let's just make this like whimsical, majestic kind of thing.
Is that what it is?
I would say that's what it is.
Interesting.
It's a very nice record. For those of you who know, you know. Oh, I love it.
So but it's like that. Is that a crazy opinion to have to love it?
I think if you're I know a couple Saves the Day fans will be listening. They would say, no, that's not crazy at all. Because most people...
But at the time,
yes, it was very like, what the fuck is this?
Okay.
And was not reviewed well or received well. And like to someone like you who's like into Through Being Cool, if you put on In Reverie, you'd be like, yeah, that's not for me.
I mean, I barely like Stay What You Are.
Yeah.
I think At Your Funeral's incredible. But other than that, it's not for me. Interesting.
Yeah. I think it was their first one on Vagrant or something too. It was like their like major thing, and it was like a big thing, you know.
I meant to bring this up earlier. I had a tab open. Punk News when Suffer Survive came out.
Oh.
4 out of 10.
There you go.
4 out of 6. Don't get mad at us.
Yeah.
Get mad at Punk News.
This
and
was
other
the
music journalists.
Dude, it was like a secret society where it was like, do you like the new? You like the new Warning? People be like, couple tracks.
A couple tracks.
Yeah.
In reality,
mostly
tracks. You know? Fucking good.
What do you got?
Celtic Frost, Cold Lake.
Okay. Go off. Because he himself hates it.
Yeah, I mean, it stinks. This is the first one where I'll be like, this shit sucks. Because, like, one of the best bands ever. One of the most influential bands to me. What the fuck happened? Cherry Orchards, I think, has some moments. But then it's like Little Velvet. Insane. They Were Eagles, where the chorus is just, they were Eagles.
I haven't listened to this in so long.
It would shock you, I think. I didn't put it on to prep for this because I'm going off memory, so maybe it fucking kicks ass.
Yeah.
I don't know, but Cold Lake. Somebody, what was the other one? What's the one after this with the Mexican radio cover on it?
I have no idea.
Mexican radio. Oh, Vanity Nemesis. Dope.
So it was just a weird... It was them like trying to like make it, right? It was like kind of a cash grab.
No, oh, sorry. Into the Pandemonium has the Mexican radio cover. Vanity Nemesis, fucking awesome. Yeah, it's definitely just like... But it's like not really melodic. It's weirdly like kind of glammy.
And like,
but he still can't sing with melody.
Wasn't glam like long done by then too?
It was 88. So
oh, okay. I didn't realize.
And then Vanity Nemesis was 90, and they were back to like it felt like 1990.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Okay.
What you got for me?
That's a good one. This one, everyone's gonna be like, "What are you talking about?" Everyone loves this record, but at the time, Pinkerton was not well received as the follow-up to the Blue Album.
Not at all.
The Blue Album was a mondo success.
The biggest,
as it should be, because that's.
But and then Pinkerton was like a certified flop, right?
Yeah, like reviews, units sold, like everything. In my opinion, possibly the better record. Yeah, straight up.
Yeah,
much cooler songwriting, cooler production, everything about it. I dig. Better hooks. I'm all about.
Yo, honestly. Ratitude. Couple tracks.
If Alec, if you're listening, I'm sorry, but I do not fuck with anything beyond Pinkerton.
You're telling me that, girl, if you're wondering if I want you to, I want you to. That song is fucking unreal.
That's a hit.
It's a track.
That's one track.
But then it goes into Can't Stop Partying featuring Lil Wayne.
Right. You know? Yeah, exactly. Or the fucking, hey, we got the Jackass guys on here.
Yeah. The cons far outweigh the pros.
So the Blue Album sold in the US 3.5 million. Amazing. Triple platinum. Pinkerton sold 1.1. So it's still fucking amazing. But
yeah, but that's kind of riding off of the back of this.
Right. And then the Green Album sold 1.6. So it was truly like a flop.
Yeah. Green Album have Hash Pipe on it?
Yeah. You know it did.
Fuck yeah. Dude, Hash Pipe is the dopest song.
Dude, when Hash Pipe came out, I was like, well, let's see, what year would that have been? Green Album was 2001. Yeah. So I was like I
had the single.
I was getting into like palm muting. You know what I mean? And when I heard that, I was like, there's no way somebody's playing that.
Because it was so fast.
Yeah, and now you listen to it, it is literally like 105 BPM.
To me, in 2001, Hash Pipe and Hatebreed were the same thing. I was like, this is what hard music is. Weezer, Hash Pipe, and I Will Be Heard. This is what it's about. So yeah, I still feel that way to this day.
But yeah, my Pinkerton, saying Pinkerton is kind of a cop-out.
But it's not, because there's a statistical proof that that was the case.
Yeah.
Here's a crazy one.
Okay, yeah.
Because to us it's not true, but at the time it was a betrayal to many.
Okay.
Happy 20th anniversary to Sing the Sorrow.
Oh, yes.
People hate this thing. But then at the same time, it made them.
Oh, I mean, that's undeniable, right?
Yeah.
Like,
This is their my fucking keep having a S word over here slipping out of my top. It's a breakout sensation. Most people on earth heard them for the first time from Leaving Song Part 2.
They went Art of Drowning, charted at 174 on Billboard.
Yeah.
No whatever records, like no achievements or whatever. Sing the Sorrow is platinum, number 5.
Boom. 5.
And then December Underground, number 1.
Yo, and Sing the Sorrow was 5 when 5 was
when 5
hard, like insane.
like Usher was out.
Yeah.
Like shit like that. Like, so it's fucking crazy. Dude, the music video, the like for Leaving Song Part 2 that has crazy lore that I bet people don't know about.
Yeah,
Can we share that?
I think so.
I think so.
I mean,
right?
I think it's public at this point. It's like Joe Hardcore Mosh in there.
Luke from the Killers in there.
Luke, George Hirsch.
Just a bunch of heavy hitters, and they played Satisfaction.
They played Hatebreed, and it's just guys moshing to Hatebreed for the AFI video. Happy anniversary.
Happy anniversaries. And that goes to show you that's that real don't forget where you came from kind of thing, where it's like we want to show a hard pit. So let's get some guys and
let's put Hatebreed on and put it over this like emotional song.
But everything about it is so good. I saw them on that tour. I think Chris went and got it like day of. Like it was like going to Best Buy, getting the CD.
The new AFI.
The new AFI, yeah.
I downloaded it for sure, 100%. It was number 1 on my Last FM Scrabbles for a year, probably.
Dude, Death of Seasons?
I'll dance right now, dude.
I'm very excited to see that this weekend. Very excited.
Me too. I really hope they play some B-sides.
Oh, you think they'll give you
I
some
don't
treats?
think they're gonna, but like, man.
They're gonna play fucking
Miss Murder.
Yeah.
It's gonna be Sing the Sorrow into Miss Murder. Good night.
That's the encore. I guarantee it.
Oh, I hope not. You know what? Miss Murder's the kind of thing where I'm like, fuck, Miss Murder. And then it comes on and you get to the fucking
yeah.
And you're like, damn, it goes pretty fucking hard.
I remember too, speaking to the like don't forget where you came from thing, when they were recording for Sing the Sorrow, Davey had like posters of like influences up on the walls, and it was like, punk guy, but like Ian MacKaye, fucking Danzig, just like cool, like fuck yeah,
I remember hearing Sing the Sorrow for the first time. So I discovered AFI from Sing the Sorrow.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
I wasn't into them because I was already spin kicking.
Yeah.
So it was like fast.
I was kick flipping,
Fast melodic. I was not. I never skated. Tried. I don't have the ankles for it. That's what it is.
Class ankles.
I remember hearing the like at the end of Leaving Song 2, and I was like, who does this guy think he is? Little did I know that's like the one moment on the song where he's like, hey, here's what I used to do.
Yeah, because he had to, is that when he had to change his, because he had like polyps on his throat and shit. I think that was
I don't know. I wasn't there.
Yeah, I think that's,
I'm a Sing the Sorrow guy.
Also, in Shut Your Mouth and Open Your Eyes, there's a story where he was bleeding from his palms because he was squeezing his hands so hard while he was shouting that he like was bloody.
It's fucking cool.
AFI is the coolest shit.
Yeah, they rock, man. I can't wait to see them. Yeah. I don't know that I've ever seen them.
Really? It's been a long time. Actually,
I've seen fucking Dream Car, and I haven't seen AFI.
Nothing toured with AFI in 2017, and after we played in DC with Every Time I Die, all of us went and saw AFI.
See, now that sounds awesome.
It was very cool. They were good.
So that's my first time seeing them is going to be Sing the Sorrow, start to finish. I'm diving off that balcony.
How big is
I
the
think
venue?
that would kill someone.
How big is the venue? I have no idea.
It's 10,000.
Oh, it's
where Dynamite was.
Oh, shit.
It's that big. We have like seats, and I don't think they're very good. We're gonna bring one of these and be like, "Yo, they are killing."
Wow,
this
Jade
girl's
with the
not
studio.
great right now.
My next one, I'm gonna skip ahead because I kind of went in like I don't want to do.
Do we talk a little bit more AFI before we go?
Absolutely,
because I'm a Crash Love guy.
Oh, that's right.
And like a lot of some people got off at December Underground, even though that's probably their highest selling thing ever.
That's when I got off for sure.
I think Crash Love, the first riff of the record, realistically, is a crazy like yo, that's AFI. That's unmistakably AFI.
Torch song.
Yeah. There's all these moments in that where it's like this crazy time signature, actual like kind of crazy technical riff, really good hooks all over the record. Tell me hit me with a couple track names. It's Torch Song, Beautiful Thieves.
1 second. Beautiful Thieves, End Transmission. Two Shot
Amazing
Scream.
Song. Great song.
Veronica Sawyer Smokes.
Pretty good song.
Okay, I Feel Better Now.
Pretty good song.
Medicate seems to be a hit.
That was the hit. Yeah. Medicate, you and me.
I'm trying very hard to be here. That's a very Morrissey song.
Isn't it? I'm trying very hard to be here.
Sacrilege. Darling, I Want to Destroy You. Cold Hands.
That was a hit.
Was mine.
And then
You take that over December Underground?
no, but I'll tell you what I take over both of them.
The
Burials.
Yeah. Oh, really?
Burials is incredible.
This is a very interesting example of the I wasn't there, kind of got into it,
Dude.
because you weren't into the punk shit.
Yeah, I mean, but it's like I got into it while I got into Sing the Stars. I like it all.
But like you weren't into like All Hallows or Art of Drowning. You know what I
I
mean?
was,
So,
but
after,
in sequence of liking Sing the Sorrow, because when I get into a band, I collect the discography. So in 2003, I heard everything. Gotcha. I was like, all right, this is what I really like. And I liked it all, but it was, to me, I could step back and go, okay, well, this is the best thing, and Sing the Sorrow. I think the best thing since then was Burials.
Wow.
Dude, it's unreal. I Hope You Suffer, certified hit.
Crazy song. You know what that's
Deep
about?
Slow Panic. Who?
What? I Hope You Suffer, who that's about?
I think I do, but I'm not supposed to.
Yeah. Okay. I think I do too, but yeah, you're right. We probably shouldn't. But it's about somebody.
That's got nothing to do with me. It's about Big Dave and whatever he had going on at the time.
My name is Paul.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know nobody. Yeah. Deep Slow Panic, the next song. Oh, me, it's consuming me.
Oh, that song is sick. That's a great.
Yeah.
That's a good song. That's a good song.
So good. 17 Crimes.
Maybe I do fuck with this record.
Dude, when in love like 17. Unfucking
Dude,
real. The record rocks.
Yeah, okay. I retract my statements or my surprise.
I think it's strongest one posting the sorrow. But enough about AFI. We'll rant and rave about them after this show coming up. But
all right, my next one.
Yeah, hit me.
Metallica, S&M.
Oh, see, I didn't know this was controversial.
It was controversial in that it was like a jump the shark thing. I think it was received well, but that's not really fair because it's Metallica.
Dude, it rocks.
Dude,
it's so sick.
So it's the composer from the San Francisco Philharmonic,
right? Which makes perfect sense.
They
start with fucking Ennio Morricone.
Dude, which is so fucking cool. And then they go into I don't even know, like the track listing is kind of wild.
Yeah.
Hold on, let me get the
What's the exclusive song?
give me just 1 second.
No Leaf Clover?
I think it is No Leaf Clover.
Sick track.
So the dude from the Philharmonic, I would just want to get his name. Michael Kamen. He's the guy who composed the shit on the Black album. So like the strings and keyboards and stuff that are like barely in the ballads, they're really turned out.
But really make them ballads.
But really, the like, da, 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 never care for what it, like all of that.
Yeah.
If you listen, it's there. And he did that. And then he thought that they didn't fuck with him because he was so quiet. And there's a story about where he went to see them and they were like, oh my God, like we've been meaning to show you this. They have a version of Black Album songs where it's one guitar, the symphonic shit, and vocals. That they're like, we love this. Like it would be cool. And that's where S&M came from.
Oh. So that was probably a label decision or something to be like, let's bury these a little bit because your fans might not be into it.
Exactly. We don't want it to be too pretty, but idiots. But dude, some of my favorite quotes of all fucking time are on this. There's parts where like during ring outs, James will be like, yeah, thank you, baby. And like,
dude, all his best isms ever maybe are on S&M, which is crazy.
My favorite one is in Enter Sandman, which is the last song. And it's after the build, right in the beginning, the boom, and then when it kicks in, and he goes, ooh, oh yeah, let loose, man. Oh yeah, let loose, man. Let loose, man.
Let Loose Man is cool. I'll take that one. I'll start doing that one.
But all the things are sick. They do cool songs.
The thing that should not be with the orchestra is like, why are you ever playing this without this ever again?
The like rumbling.
It's so sick.
A Wolf of Man sounds awesome.
It does. That is another one. Like, why don't do this without this?
And like, dude, Memory Remains with the fans singing.
Really cool.
Really, really cool.
Makes the song good to me.
Yeah. And
in my opinion.
I'm with it. What I don't like is a young man named Lars Ulrich's performance.
Yo, he was buck wild on there.
Dude, there are fills that are just snare, but like not like a roll. It's just you know.
How
dude
is an orchestra keeping up with that?
If you're listening to this, pause this and put on from this record wherever I may roam. During the intro, after the little sitar part, and by the way, there's a video of Kirk playing the sitar when they actually did it. It's fucking hilarious. But he does this thing. Colin, if you're a right-handed drummer, you're keeping time on the hi-hat, right?
Yeah.
Right? He's doing the eighth notes or whatever it is, where he goes, he like drops his hand where he like barely hits on the non-snared, like whatever the upbeat would be, I guess it is, where it's just like you hear the hi-hat completely cut out for the entire song. So it's like,
is he just was he tired or something?
No, he's just a bad drummer.
I wouldn't go that far.
He's a bad drummer.
I don't think he's a bad drummer.
By that time, he was a bad drummer.
Okay. Before that,
but dude,
one of
the
greatest musical minds to ever live.
Yeah, and Business Minds, I'm not going to disagree with that. But like, if you really watch the '89 Seattle live show, which is possibly the greatest of all time,
right?
And you really pay attention, I think we got some magic going on.
Yeah,
I think we got some serious studio magic going on.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I was talking. Sean Martin at one time was like a young thrash, like a little, just like a Hesher.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
And he told me there was like a moment in his life where he realized that like Lars wasn't good.
Oh yeah, I've heard him talk about
in
this.
like late '80s, early '90s. He was like, "Yo, I thought this motherfucker was right up there with Lombardo. I'm like devastated.
Yeah,
to hear that I've been wrong." And it was an interesting perspective from like somebody who was there witnessing it in real time. But like, I as a drummer I can never discredit him.
Well, yeah.
Because I think half of drumming is the creativity that you present and that you bring to the table in the band. Yeah, maybe not the most technically reliable guy, considering he says he listens to James for timing when they play, which is
what?
But one of the most creative musical minds to ever exist.
And I know I've said this before. There's a video of Lombardo playing battery. It's not quite the same.
No, it's the swag is gone because he's so fucking good.
Exactly. Lombardo's perfect.
Yeah.
And that song doesn't benefit.
It's like when drums are programmed, there's no dynamics in them.
There's no swag.
There's no swag, and that removes the swag, and that's kind of why I didn't use a click track for so long, because I was like finding it was taking swag out of me, and I'd rather things sound a little bit shitty and sound human than be perfect.
Give me that swag back.
Gotta have it. You jack my swag. All right, next one. I'm not super well versed in this one.
Okay.
I'm sure you aren't either.
Okay.
But this was one that so many people said that I was like, we should probably talk about it. Is My Chemical Romance Danger Days.
Nah. By the time My Chem was like popular when I was in high school, I was full on Terror. No Warning guy.
Same.
I was just like, I was
never
never
think a girl I dated loved the Black Parade. So I was like, I'll check this out.
Yeah.
And I'm a theatrical fella, you know?
Yeah.
I like musicals and shit. And to me, it felt like kind of a hard musical. There's
hooks.
There's only hooks.
Yeah, there's hooks for sure.
But there's secret like hard ass riffs buried in there, which was really shocking. And seeing them at Aftershock was approaching that as like a peripheral person who is like, they're pretty good. One of the best live performances I've ever seen.
No shit.
Yeah, and they played a lot of these Danger Days songs, and the Danger Days thing is crazy because they were the biggest band in the world when they put this out. And
how'd it do?
I don't think they were the biggest band in the world after that. They're back to that though.
Yeah. For
5 nights at the Forum.
Yeah, filling an arena one night is like, holy shit. Yeah, 5. That's crazy.
I think. It was a lot. It was more than one, which is, I think AFI should have done. They totally could have sold out another night. But a couple songs on this, like Glee used a song from this album.
So it's just like mainstream.
Yeah. But even that, it's like Black Parade was such a monumental thing in just like some music overall.
Yeah.
That kind of, I would think that whatever they did wasn't going to measure up.
That's a really good point.
Because it was a landscape changing thing, and it's near impossible to do that again. I would say only one person has ever done it.
Thinking.
What's the greatest follow-up of all time? We were just talking about it.
Glenn?
Oh, shit. Well, that's different because I think 2 is so much better than 1.
Yeah, agreed.
But I'm talking about Thriller and Bad.
Oh, the main man. Yeah, of course. Look at like Tusk. Didn't it go Rumors Tusk?
Yeah.
And
but Rumors wasn't. No, I guess Black Parade was second. So yeah, that makes sense.
There was a few records before. Yeah, like the Rhiannon record was before Rumors, and that was
self-titled
just
before Rumors,
and all the shit before they joined.
Sound City that was recorded.
Yeah, I know. It's sick.
Pretty cool. On the piano.
But yeah, what a scary thing.
Yeah,
the
following up the biggest thing, because you can't do it unless you're writing bad. You know.
Yeah, unless you're literally the king of pop.
Dude, Teenage Dream.
Dude.
She hasn't done shit since.
Yeah, what came out after that? Because before that was I
The
Kissed a
Roar,
Girl.
You're Gonna Hear Me Roar came out after that.
Sucks.
You hear that in the grocery store, I'm leaving. I'm getting my kombucha. I'm fucking off. I'm not filling up the cart. I'm leaving.
Dude, the I Kissed a Girl record, like the first record, and then Teenage Dream, so awesome.
Teenage Dream was a modern paradigm shift.
Yeah. Matched. I think you corrected me. It matched Bad with number
For
one.
most number one singles. Yeah. Dude, Bad is crazy. We shouldn't even talk about that because it has nothing to do with this list. Because everybody heard it and was just like, Michael did it again. I listened to it yesterday when I was working out. And
you listened to Bad.
This is the best album ever. This might be better than Master Killer, to be honest.
I have one.
Hit me.
It's going to be a quick one. I'm going to immediately go to another one. But after Keith Moon died, The Who put out It's Hard without him, and it was just like
It's Hard?
It's Hard.
That's the album title?
Yeah.
It's pretty hard.
Eminence Front is on it. It's a good record. It's not.
It's hard.
It's hard. Yeah. Like life, it's hard, you know?
Yeah.
That's the name of the record. But
there's risks with memes being such a thing now.
Yeah.
Your album title is a risk because it's so easy to be like, yeah, it must have been hard for them to write another good album.
Yeah,
huh?
yeah.
There's so much there.
You thought of that immediately too.
Yeah, that was. I'm sure. How many times has that been said in human history? I'm sure.
My other actual answer, released September 11th, 2001. Oh, God Hates Us All.
This was next for me.
Yes, perfect.
This was next, but I would say Diabolus too.
I'm not well versed at all. God Hates Us All. I actively enjoy.
The whole thing?
No.
But Disciple is like.
Disciple is like. Yeah. God Hates Us All is crazy.
It's fucked.
It's fucked.
I don't think it's good.
But I don't
personally.
think it's. Do you think it's bad?
Yeah. I would say, okay. I wouldn't say couple tracks. I would say Disciple is good.
Yeah.
And it's really just like the intro of Disciple is good.
And then with a Hatebreed breakdown.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah, but it sounds. It's so modern sounding.
Isn't it Rick Rubin too?
Like I'm sure it is.
He does like everything for them.
It just didn't. It wasn't for Colin anymore.
Yeah, no, and like I get that, but I think it fits. Like you're not supposed to like that record. You know what I mean? You're supposed to stop.
It was for the lifted truck guy.
Yeah.
It was for the fuck Biden shirt guy I was working out with at the gym at the gym today.
The Fox racing enthusiast.
They wanted God Hates Us All. Were they probably going to church and then driving home being like, he really do hate us all, brother. You know,
there's a Henry Rollins interview where he's like, I like Slayer. I think they're really good and really angry. And one of my favorite things is just to watch them play God Hates Us All. Or he calls it God Hates Us All. Carrie King with the fucking tattoo. Woo! It's a good track, good title, great album.
Great title.
Dude, the
September
album cover,
11th, God Hates Us All. Maybe the greatest HardLore in the history of, other than Biohazard Uncivilization coming out the same day.
Whoa. Wow.
Crazy. Yo, I guess a POD record came out that day too.
Really?
And that they love talking about it.
Really?
There was a clip on KNOTFEST recently. I didn't see. I think it was a Talk to Me.
Yeah.
Where it was like the thumbnail was like this guy from POD on where he was September 11th, and I cried like it fucking destroyed me. But I texted one of the KNOTFEST guys about it. And he was like, "Yeah, I guess that POD guy like loves talking about 9/11," which is awesome.
That is so funny.
It was so funny. I had Dio Sabbath next, but
good.
Diabolus stinks too. I think it ended there for old Colin. Maybe to many too, except for Fox Racing, fuck Biden shirt guy at the gym today that I worked out next to again.
You got another one?
For Slayer?
No. Just like since we already did, what's it called?
Yeah.
What do you got?
American Psycho.
Dude.
Famous Monsters.
That's what was next on mine.
Michael Graves, Misfits.
Listen, Michael Graves is a dork. We don't back him.
No. There's no such thing as a conservative punk.
Couple tracks.
Bowen. Only track.
Dude, we talked about this briefly on the Master Killer episode, like really briefly, but truly Famous Monsters has a hook on every fucking song.
Let's go. Let's look at.
Yeah. And they're long.
We gotta do it live.
They're long records. Yeah, I want to look at like.
American Psycho, I don't think is as good.
It's not as good, but it's got.
I think the vibe is strong because it's very much like, yeah, we're fucking back, and this is we're this now. You know, like Danzig's doing his thing, but we're horror punk still. You know?
Yeah.
Like, and that's commendable, and I think dig up her bones is capital. Dude, triple S tier.
I did not realize American Psycho came out first.
Yeah, that was the first one.
I had it reversed. No,
this was the Famous Monsters was the follow-up.
Wow, they did it.
Yo, Kong at the Gates intro, badass. Forbidden Zone,
amazing song.
Unbelievable. Lost in Space, I think they wrote for the possible reboot.
Got it.
And then it didn't make it in, so then it's just like track 2, and it's...
Dude, Colin.
What?
Hold on. Don't scroll any further. Do you have any idea what the chart position was for this song? Take a random fucking guess.
For Lost in Space?
No. For the record. Sorry. Billboard 200. Take a random guess the number.
69.
138.
They really are the Fiend Club.
They did it.
They are the Fiend Club.
Dude.
Are you kidding me? Peak position 138. That is...
What did we just do? What did we just solve?
What did we just discover?
I'm going to blow Chris's mind. I'm going to blow
That's
Chris
crazy.
And then his mind. What else we got?
Dust to Dust.
Yep.
Crawling Eye.
Oh, dude. So all of these were like written with other guys.
But didn't Michael write a lot of them?
Michael wrote like the ones.
The hits. Like I don't think they can play Saturday Night because that's a Michael Graves song.
I think you're right.
Which is fucking insane to think about considering he had never heard the Misfits before he auditioned for them. Again, total fucking loser. But some losers are good at music.
So the guy who wrote songs with the Ramones wrote a lot of songs. Daniel Ray wrote a lot of songs with them on this. So that kind of tracks. That's why there's hooks.
Like the Pet Cemetery guy?
Yeah, dude. Brain Drain.
Brain Drain is the best one.
It is the best one by far.
Like
Witch Hunt. Scream is incredible.
Scream was I think the thing I heard first where I was like, I don't know if I like this.
Okay.
But yo, Saturday Night is
goated.
One of my favorite songs.
I wonder if Danzig heard that and was like, sorry.
Because
it's a very him song, you know.
It is, but he can't do that anymore.
Absolutely.
Like he's doing Hammer of the Gods.
Yeah.
Which pretty fucking sick. That song is good.
Dude, Pumpkinhead. So this is the
Pumpkinhead is crazy. Just the story of the movie Pumpkinhead.
Ed.
Scarecrow Man, pretty silly. Die Monster Die, incredible.
Very good. Dude.
Living Hell. Living Hell. Whoa. Badass track. Descending Angel, incredible. Them, pretty good. Fiend Club, amazing.
Fiend Club is track number 15.
15?
And it's so fucking good.
Hunting Humans. Whoa. And then Helena, which was like a single.
Dude, Helena, so that was my first actual image of the Misfits. There was a clip from FX with them playing Helena. Dr. Chud is off the entire song.
Of course.
Doyle plays the thrash part, all downstrokes, and blows a bubble with his bubble gun. Pretty sick.
That's cool.
Chicks are like dancing without bras on. It's awesome. And I thought Michael Graves was like,
like, oh, that's Danzig.
That's the singer, so it's got to be Danzig. Like I didn't know. I was that new. It was definitely Kazaa or LimeWire or something. I downloaded that live video.
Yo, that record is incredible. Great. And the haters are so far up their own asses.
Yeah, it's just I'm okay with considering it Misfits 2.0. I'm fine.
I think that's the Misfits. And then it's Misfits.
And that's
with Glenn.
Yeah.
Okay. That's the difference.
Dude, it's crazy that Static Age and American Psycho came out the same year.
Okay, but let's talk about. Do you ever listen to The Devil's Rain?
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
That's the one with just Jerry.
Jerry singing and his son is on drums.
Oh.
And obviously he is not good at singing, you know?
But he's got
It's
a
fun.
timbre that I like.
The timbre is fun.
It's kind of cool.
It's completely auto-tuned.
I see.
But yo, the title track of this record, fucking incredible. It's pouring down, it's come to you. The devil's rain. It's an actual amazing song.
I believe it.
So the record stinks, but Devil's Rain, awesome. What's next for you?
I'm gonna go back in my order and back to like the soft shit, but this is definitively true. Crimson by Alkaline Trio is like the major, this overproduced.
Is it not Agony and Irie?
That was after Crimson.
Okay. So it was like Crimson was where they lost
Crimson
people?
was like, we're on the Tonight Show, like where they're like really like kind of going full into like wearing suits and doing the shit.
Which is interesting because it's like they're not a punk band, but people treat it as if they were selling out.
I mean, they were a punk band. They this is irrefutable. They 100% were. Okay. Well, they were. But yeah, this is when a lot of people kind of check out.
But you could hear this. Whatever people consider them selling out was in the DNA of what they were doing the whole time.
100%.
Which is like, so where's the argument that like there was a punk for them to even sell out of, you know?
Them playing the Fireside to like 10 people for like 5 years or whatever. I
Yeah,
mean,
but
like
sucking ass as a band don't make you punk. You know what I mean? People.
you corrected yourself. That was very good.
I did. Somebody scolded me for saying sucking so I'm not going to say it anymore. All right?
No, just think of it as sucking my dick. You don't want to do that.
I don't want to suck Bo's dick.
So there you go.
It's the last dick I want.
I don't want to suck
No.
my dick. Yes.
There's others out there that are
yeah.
for sure worse.
Man,
but
I needed that today. I felt bad. I felt bad for the last hour and a half for almost ruining the night about Popstar. But anyway,
it's fine. No, that was equally on me. I shouldn't have been taking it so personally.
yeah.
But I was trying to share something with you.
I was
like,
also trying to get a rise out of you. I would not say that.
that's crazy.
I would not say, yo, that fucking sucked, which is what I said. I don't feel that way. Anyway, a lot of people clock out with Crimson, and I clock in.
Okay.
Dude, nothing but hooks.
I could not be more out, start to finish.
I got you. And like, I get it. This is very much like a part of my musical taste where you and I, like, this is your E-Town Concrete. This is your kind of like rap inspired hardcore or, you know, infused thing.
I want big pants spin kicking. You want?
I want dainty little suits and a fedora. Yeah, absolutely. Some face paint.
Hey, that's why the show works. You know,
the yin
why
to
we're
my
here.
yay. Hit it.
Slipknot, the Gray Chapter.
Oh,
I'm saying this because of how many people submitted this one.
a lot of people said it. So how does it go?
But a lot of people said Volume 3 as well, and All Hope Is Gone.
All Hope Is Gone has Psychosocial, right? Yeah. And Volume 3 has.
Or is it one of them? One of them has Psychosocial. One of them has Duality.
Yeah, I think Duality's Volume 3 and
Yo,
Psychosocial.
Duality's crazy. Psychosocial, crazy.
Dude. I remember when Psychosocial came out, it was that Nails Harm's Way Rise and Fall tour in Europe, and John Glue, it came on at like this club in Manchester we were on, and he like lost his mind. He was just like, just like went insane.
He
for
loves it?
Psychosocial. Yeah, it was.
That's so funny because he only listens to like BB King
And like Link Ray and shit.
yeah, exactly.
Dude,
He's never heard Slipknot in his life.
I remember when the Gray Chapter, my ex-girlfriend is a huge Slipknot fan. So when it came out, we were dating at the time, and it was like, let's check this out. You know what I mean? And it's, dude, Slipknot is such a difficult enigma. The fact that the self-titled and then the follow-up
Was a harder album.
was harder, was kind of a death metal record.
They put blast beats on the radio
And
as a conscious thing. Joey Jordison was like, "This is going to be the single. Okay, I'm starting it with a crazy blast."
and did that outsell the first record?
I can't imagine. I feel like the self-title is still with Metallica on the like iTunes top 10 metal like every day.
Like of all time.
You know, it's one of those things.
Give me 1
The
second.
Gray Chapter.
Yeah.
This was
fast forward.
around, and let me just pay my respects.
Holy shit. sorry to interrupt you, but
Please.
self-titled, 2 million units in the U.S.
Uh-huh.
Iowa, 360,000. So quite a difference. And then All Hope Is Gone back up to platinum. So there you go.
So there's your answer and
There's
what
your
to the
answer.
blast beats on the radio.
Yep.
They were like, hey, don't do that again. But great chapter. I'm going to pay my respects to our buddy Jay Weinberg real quick.
Mm-hmm.
Check out. Okay, so first of all, I just
this was
made
his
some
first-
demos with his Mixwave drum pack. So I've been using Kurt Ballew's pack for 2 years now. I think I just fully converted to the J one. With all due respect to friend of the show, Kurt Ballew. Jay's just got more splashes for me. I'm a splashman. I like to swim. Jay's sounds are really crazy. There's 9 snares.
That's
Kurt's
insane.
got 1. You know,
That's insane.
there's like fucking all these crashes to pick from. There's 2 Chinas. I could literally make my like exact thing that my kit does live with Jay's pack. So check out Jay's Mixwave drum pack. It's a fucking like demoing home production game changer. Whatever my next AEW song thing is, will have the Jay Mixwave pack on it. Jay is a huge part of the reason that HardLore exists.
Yes. But
He saw something in us and was like, hey, we should give them a platform of some kind. So,
and this was his debut with the band, right?
this is Jay's first record, and I straight up like getting kind of becoming friends with Jay at this time when this was getting made. I listened to it a lot, and I think it's like one of their best records.
Cool.
Straight up.
I like that.
I think Devil and I, the like lead single from the record, we played Hellfest with them either the year after this came out or the year this came out. And that song live, I was like, they're so fucking pro. It's not even.
Yeah.
It's like the way that because he like transitions from the scream to the sing so flawlessly that I was like, I was like just jealous watching them play.
Absolutely.
So I think this record is sick, and I think if you really like Slipknot, give it another shot.
Give it another shot. Yeah.
It rocks.
It's a good one. I like that. I like that was a mostly viewer submitted one. And
It was, yeah. I wouldn't have thought anything other than, oh yeah, this one's good. So it was interesting to have gotten that submitted by so many people.
That is all of mine.
Okay. I've got a few more.
Hit 'em.
And then we can go on to the ones that people gave us.
Yeah.
Oasis, Be Here Now.
You are a champion of this
The
record.
best record that they ever wrote.
Yeah.
Straight up.
Tomorrow, when I wake up at 11:30, I'm gonna put it on. I'm gonna go get my coffee.
It's
I'm gonna
pretty
give
long.
The
The opener is very long, but it's like also on the B side of the album, there's like the bonus tracks are demos that Noel did of the whole thing.
Oh wow.
And there was a drum machine that he couldn't, after they like dumped the mixes, he couldn't go back and remix them. And that's the only reason they recorded it again. He was like, the tracking process of this record was so miserable because like the rest of the band just didn't give a fuck. So he was basically doing the entire thing by himself. Noel gets a lot of shit because he's a fucker.
Yeah.
But like fucking genius.
Yeah,
Jesus Christ.
he's the man for sure.
He's the guy.
Yeah,
Liam is the personality, but Noel is the brain.
Yeah.
Be Here Now is to me like I like objectively the best songs.
I'm gonna give it a real listen tomorrow.
It's I think the best lyrics. I think I know is Stand By Me. Holy shit. My Big Mouth, No Warning, ripped that off. You'll hear that right away.
Okay.
Fading Out. Oh my God. Don't Go Away. Holy shit. Title track. All Around the World. Mm-hmm. You know that one?
Yeah, I do know that one.
It's Getting Better, Man, or All Around the World reprise. And then again, like the demos are really cool, and it's kind of fun to just go back and forth, like listening to the whole thing and then going straight into them demos.
But Liam
They're called
sings on the actual.
On the album, yeah.
Okay.
But on the demos, it's all Noel.
It's all Noel.
I wish that I said unplugged for the Master Killer tier.
They're unplugged?
Yeah, because I would put that above. It's basically like a mix of the two.
Was that not just Noel and Liam was like making fun of him?
Yeah, he was heckling him.
He was heckling him. Yeah.
It's fucking awesome. Because he kept saying I got a sore throat. I can't sing. During rehearsals, he was like, I'll be fine. I don't need to sing. So they rehearsed without him the whole time for weeks. And then the day of the show, he was like, I got a sore throat. I don't think I can sing, bro.
Whoa.
And then heckled them from the balcony the whole set.
So sick.
It's incredible. It's not on streaming or anything, but it's the best.
They were such a cool band.
The coolest band. Pardon this interruption, but I believe you know what time it is. It's Manscaped time. Let's tell them what we got today, Bo.
We got the all new beard trimmer. Some might say the master killer of male grooming products.
Got me.
This bad boy has 1,000,000 settings.
So many settings. So many more settings than the average trimmer, which only goes 0 to 5. This one goes.
And think about it, you got to carry them all.
True.
All the little bits and shit.
So
this guy just stays on and you just ratchet
just
them
like
up.
the barbers at the shop with the music and the quartets. That you could have that at home now. Is basically what we're saying. With code HardLore, 20% off and free shipping. They got the Lawnmower 4.0, the go-to, the GOAT 2.
You mowed your lawn recently?
Today, but that's none of your business. My favorite is the Crop Reviver. You just spray them. And look
You
at
got
that.
shorts on. Wow.
Revived.
The beard trimmer came with all these little bells and whistles too. Beard
So many
oil,
whistles, so many
balm,
bells. Yeah.
shampoo, conditioner, brushes.
You
I'll
can
tell you
get
what,
that VIP package and so much more with code HardLore, 20% off and free shipping. It's also Whatnot time, Bo. Let's talk about Whatnot real quick.
Let's talk about it. I've been dying to talk about it.
Click the link below. Join us. We're going to be putting some good stuff up there.
What are we thinking? What are you thinking? Maybe a t-shirt? Maybe 5 t-shirts.
That's what I'm saying. Is like we can do some hard lore for specific items that we have.
I love that.
And then the people get to have them.
I'm gonna put a guitar on there.
Wow.
Do that. I'm not.
That will fly. Let's see what it was described to me as. This is a good description. We describe it as Cameo meets eBay.
Right.
But they like to say the most interactive place online to buy and sell hardcore vinyl records and music memorabilia. Back to the episode. Morbid Angel, Illus Divine Anus, or whatever it's called. So people hate this thing.
Really?
Hate it.
Okay. Coast is clear.
Couple tracks,
Yeah.
dude.
Wow.
It's I know this is a Kyle Thomas. Kyle Thomas loves this, I think. It sounds like it came out in 1993, and like it's like the weird industrial opening track. There's like no snare drum the whole time. It's just like boom, 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 boom,
Oh, whoa.
with like, but under it is like dun 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 dun. There's some crazy shit on this. I don't know why they switched to fake drums. The Gateway's fake drums are fucking sick. So who cares?
Yeah.
But yeah, people fucking despise this thing. And I don't think it's as bad as, I think it sounds crazy and that's why people shit on it.
It's like sonically crazy.
Yeah. You'll hear the opening track is like this long intro for no reason.
Yeah.
And then a weird industrial song and then into like fake drum death metal. And it's all over the place, but I don't think it's nearly as bad as people say it is. I think it's weird.
Mm-hmm.
I think when I rediscovered that it came out in 2011, I gasped.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, gasped.
Okay.
So I was like, this is 30 years old.
Whoa.
The way it sounds.
I just thought of one. Roots by Sepultura. I would argue maybe I'm sure it commercially did really well. But
I feel like it's their biggest one.
It's their biggest one. But you're like not supposed to like it because it's kind
No,
of
see, I don't
it's like
think
kind
that
of the first new metal thing.
I'm not personally a Roots guy.
Okay.
It's a little, it's just kind of too much of the like that, and I've never really found anything in that kind of music that does anything for me. But I think people swear by Roots.
Okay.
Swear by it. But
maybe my perception of that record is a little
your
off.
perception is maybe my opinion is your perception.
Another one that we touched on last time on the Master Killer thing, the fucking Blackening.
Yo, the Blackening is unreal.
And that's like way after the like Machine Head like heyday.
Because they had
what was before Burn My Eyes?
Four bad albums were great.
Yeah.
Blackening is fucking unreal.
It's unreal.
The whole thing.
The whole fucking. I mean, the first song is 10 minutes.
Yeah, I mean, it rocks.
But it's start to back.
Is that the one that's in Guitar Hero Metallica?
Yeah, because it. My cat's freaking out. Because the down, rise. That's just fucking Creeping Death.
Yeah, but you know, Lars is probably like, that part is awesome.
I really fuck with that part.
Lars thinks that they should be in the Big Four over Megadeth.
Machine Head?
That's a real thing he said, that Machine Head should be in the Big Four instead of Megadeth.
Over Pantera? Like,
guess
you know
so.
what I mean? Like,
yeah, that's psycho.
let's talk about the Big Four real quick. Metallica,
Right.
undisputed, no problem. Slayer, probably more deserving. So
Number one. Yeah.
that's how I feel.
In terms of if it's the Big Four of thrash,
Right.
Slayer's number one.
I agree. As a Metallica guy, I fully agree. Megadeth,
It is what it is.
I'm not a Megadeth guy,
But
but I get it. Anthrax can kick rocks.
Pantera should be in there.
Pantera should be way the fuck in there.
100%.
I know it's like a different time period, and that's the caveat. But like, dude,
Yeah.
American.
Pantera?
I mean, even Testament. There's an argument should be in there of American.
Dude,
thrash
I mean,
band.
Exodus.
Even
We could do a Big Four band of other bands that should be in the Big Four.
dude, Violence. I don't know if you're a Violence guy. I fuck with Violence.
But Anthrax, a couple tracks.
Anthrax got a couple tracks. Among the
But
Living
Big
is great.
Four, I can't.
But yeah,
It's a little crazy.
I think they almost just get because they were like already established. Like when Metallica went to New York to demo stuff, and when they kicked out Mustaine, they were staying with Anthrax. The Big Four is a funny thing, objectively,
It is.
and that's why the Big Four is why I do everything top four. Like any tiered list that I do I gotta
4?
have a top four. It's the Big Four.
I do 5 for some reason.
Do a Big Four.
You're right. No, we always say Big Four on this.
It's harder. You know?
Mount Rushmore is 4.
Exactly.
Maybe that's everything is Mount Rushmore and the Big Four.
And the Big Four.
That's it. What else do I got on here? Life of Agony, Ugly.
Dude, I was thinking you were gonna say this when I was thinking about records earlier today. I'm just flat out. I'm not that into Ugly.
I am pro Ugly, very pro Ugly. I'm pro Soul Searching Sun, especially Weeds, which is maybe the best song ever. Ugly, but this is one of those things. This was not an evolution. This was a change. Where Mina's voice was completely different, but there are horror stories of recording River Runs Red. That it was just like they were getting a voice out of her that was not hers at all.
Oh, really?
And to get it to sound that way, you know, it's like everything was like, in terms of like stress.
Yeah.
Wow. And Ugly is more comfortable in terms of like where vocally it is.
Interesting.
Couple like hard ass parts. The best song, The Other Side of the River, is a reworked demo song. So you can't really argue that it's not Life of Agony because it literally is. What's the other one? Unstable. There's a couple like genuinely really hard songs on there. I would say I like the whole thing. But this is proof of evolve, don't change.
Yeah. You know who neither evolved nor changed and is pound for pound the best? Fucking Bolt Thrower.
Oh my God.
Just like,
well, they did, but they did it by getting better.
By just getting sicker.
Like In Battle was this like sloppy, amateur band, like high school band. It sounded like.
Yeah.
And then they were immediately just like, what if we were really good? What if we did this good? Realm of Chaos, into fucking War Master, into what was next? For Victory or Mercenary?
For Victory, and then Mercenary. Dude, I mean, are they pound for pound? I used to have this thought of like, what band has put out the most consistently good music?
It's them.
So
because they never did it wrong. They didn't like put out a disappointing thing.
Okay, so then the third thing is, what band has put out the most consistently? What's the biggest band who's put out the most consistently good music? The general consensus always came back to Iron Maiden.
I'm not a big Iron Maiden guy.
That's interesting for you, being a theatrics guy.
I know.
And a
I like
guy.
the hits.
Yeah.
But it's just when I deep dive, I'm kind of bored.
Very interesting.
I'm sure that could be changed.
Yeah.
But I wanted a spin kick, you know?
Just spin kicking.
King Diamond is maybe my vote for that. Especially within a time span. Because Fatal Portrait, 85. Abigail, 86. Them, 87. Wait. I think I'm wrong already. I'm off by a year.
Yeah.
But Fatal Portrait, Abigail, Them, Conspiracy, The Eye were all 1 year apart from each other.
Really? That is
while touring full time on them.
How do you do that?
How is that humanly possible?
Yeah, I don't know.
And that's the thing about King Diamond is it's got the theatricality, but then he'll go into like the hardest shit.
Yeah.
And then just go over it.
Yeah.
So it's like truly both things I like. These perfect hooks coming in together with the crazy musicianship. Fucking Mickey D on drums. McDonald's himself on drums. Who is he's did I bring him up ever?
No, I don't think so.
He's it's like him, Danny Schuler, Sal from Typo Life of Agony, and
Lombardo?
I'm no Lombardo, brother.
Oh, you're saying who you do?
Yeah, for me, and I think those three are kind of who I'm doing.
Gotcha.
Oh, and Jamie Muckenhops.
Okay.
Hatebreed.
Yeah.
Death Threat, etc. That's who I'm doing. Those are my four guys. Jamie's gonna be like, God damn, that's crazy.
So you think the biggest band you can think of who's put out the most consistently good music?
I think within a time span, it's hard to argue against King Diamond. But I mean, there's Metallica too.
Yeah, but I'm okay with people only saying "Kill 'Em All" through Injustice because I understand what they're saying. I don't agree with it.
I don't agree. I don't even agree with it at all because I'm not gonna sit here and be like the Black Album sucks or even say that it's a change. Right? It's an evolution.
It's an evolution for sure.
The writing was on the wall.
Wow. Yeah,
and that's coming from. I'm pretty tough.
Yeah.
And I'll say that was an evolution.
Pantera's up there.
Shit, dude.
They've got how many records is 5?
Well, there's the glam stuff, and then
not counting the glam stuff.
Cowboys,
Vulgar, Driven,
Trendkill,
Reinventing the Steel.
Reinventing the Steel is good.
So 4, just like front to back.
4 Mona Lisa,
dude. Crowbar.
They've never put out a bad record.
That's exactly.
That might be it. Yeah, I think
that might be it. Pound for pound, literally and figuratively.
They've never fucked up. What was the one? The like early 2000s. Oh, it's, the one with the fucking Cemetery Angels on it. Oh my god!
The New Orleans one.
No. You think which one are you thinking? The one that came out like kind of recently, but it's probably like 12 years ago. Dude, Sever the Wicked Hand.
Oh.
Holy shit. Have you heard the song Cemetery Angels?
I've certainly listened to. Oh, I thought you were describing the album cover. And I was
Dude, the entire song is like Crowbar might be the hardest band of all time too.
Yeah.
Like lyrically, it's the hardest shit because it's hard in like the personal type way.
Yeah.
Like real. Cemetery Angels is like a
really
the whole time, and then the breakdown is. I'm not even going to describe it to you.
Okay. Yeah.
I want, if you're listening to this, pause this right now and put on Crowbar Cemetery Angels and wait for this mosh part to kick in. You're going to, if you've never heard it before, you're going to be like, Crowbar might be the actual hardest band to ever exist. I put To Carry the Load on my top 3 breakdowns.
Oh.
I've said that before.
Do you know the other two?
Thrones of Blood, Suffocation. I think Doomsayer.
I was gonna guess that. Yeah.
We'll ask our guests next Thursday what they think are the top 3.
Your doom awaits you.
Your doom fucking awaits you.
Unbelievable. I do Beholder of Justice might.
Dude. I listened to it today.
And they do it 3 times.
The song is so simple.
Yeah.
But it's just I played that at soundcheck one time.
Nice.
On the kit that did it. It was awesome. That was a great moment for me. Yeah, we'll talk about it more next week.
Should we do some? Yeah.
I think I got a couple more.
Okay.
Cave-In Antenna.
This is probably the definition of a change.
This is it.
Right.
This is a change. But they changed into like a perfect rock band.
Yeah, right.
Have you ever dove into this? It's okay if you have.
Not really. I can't say yes.
Like this. It's big. Like they toured with Foo Fighters immediately. That's that kind of like these huge rock songs with these big hooks. I'm gonna send you a track after this. And you're gonna be like, this is legitimately like objectively just good music.
What's it called? Sorry, the track.
Breath of Water.
Okay,
it's called.
Got it.
This is. I liked all the stuff. I liked all the Juggernaut, all the big breakdown songs. So it was as shocking to me when this was this rock album. But then you get to hear your guys that play these amazing breakdowns that you love also play these just perfect rock songs. Maybe they should have changed their name. But now they do like a blend of both.
Personally, I love when it's like the Paramore thing you're saying. I love when a band is like, yeah, we put this out. This is our band.
We're not going to... Well, then there's some argument to be made of, we already did that. We probably can't really do it again or do it better.
Yeah.
We did the best thing. Like, they made the best metalcore ever.
Same with Metallica. Think about Metallica.
You're right.
That's why
they made the best thrash metal, so they started going, how sweet are you? They started going, brutal. Yeah, Antenna's a masterpiece. Here's a fun one. Cold as Life, The Declination of Independence. One of the most extreme sounding records ever.
It sounds like it would sound better off of like the shitty Dell computer speakers that came with the computer.
I would love to listen to on vinyl.
Does it not exist on vinyl?
I'm sure it does. I just don't own it.
Yeah.
No, within the somebody said in the comments, listen to this with the context of it wanting to sound like Far Beyond Driven.
I saw that.
And it really was like, oh shit. But again, this has some early Cold as Life demo songs re-recorded. Who Holds the Truth? Maybe the hardest Cold as Life song. I think this record is amazing. Not good, not great, incredible.
Was it the follow-up to Borderland Heart?
Yes.
Okay.
It's fucking incredible.
How
it's just it's hidden behind a really weird sounding record.
Yeah.
But holy shit. And that kind of just goes to show that production is half the battle.
Absolutely.
Half the battle. And that's kind of the reason why I'm out on so many modern things. I really don't like clean sounding, like, if a record is hard, let it sound hard. Don't take away the balls by making it so that I need to hear everything super clean, you know?
You know what's funny about that is, like, I agree. I like drums to sound kind of dead. I like, you know,
Drums are
and then I think about Suffer Survive, and the drums are produced.
but that's
and
different.
huge.
Because that should sound like that. You know? And I'll say, still sounds hard.
Definitely.
They still let the do the thing, you know?
Yeah.
When you take away the realness of a fucking amp being on and being recorded through a cab with a microphone, you lose some balls, and you're like reamping everything. It's not gonna sound the same. You're not gonna get the same fucking jun. When you lose jun, what is the point? If it's just jin,
Yeah.
it's not hard.
No resonance through the cab.
It's not heavy.
No
It's not
room
hard.
mic. Yeah.
Don't like, if you're gonna be hard, man, be hard.
So
Be harder.
you're saying in general there can be bands. There are bands, without saying anyone, who are like,
I want to hear Paramore sounding absolutely perfect.
gotcha.
I want to hear untouchable production that I go, how did they do that?
Yeah.
That's what I want to wonder. But like Hatebreed, I want to hear. I don't want to, like, it does. I don't need to know that the drums were sampled and replaced. You know, This is
Right.
just an example. I'm not saying that.
No,
It's
of course.
just like,
Or
when I picture Hatebreed, Satisfaction is the best fucking hard music production of all time. Perseverance sounds fucking insane and real. You know, it's like dirtier, but still bigger somehow. And
bigger.
That's what I want. I don't want to lose the knowing that it's real, and that's kind of why the first Ghost record,
Dude.
the coolest production.
That's a really good follow up too.
And the Infesta Sumam.
Yeah, a great follow up, but like they blew up, so it's not like some flop or anything. I'm not saying that, but it's just like,
I would say good follow.
really.
The next one.
Oh, was that Gamoria or whatever?
No, that was
Was that two more?
what was it fucking called?
The production on the first record.
Is that's like what got people.
Yeah, it's like perfect for what it is.
It was so Meliora. That was the
Meliora,
one.
yeah.
Yo, that record is perfect.
Dude, that's their Black album.
But it's
Like,
Yeah,
but I read a thing where he said, like, we were ready for that stage where it was like, okay, budget's up, production's up, we want everything to be like that level.
But I think the songs are just like so much better than the second record. And then the prequel one, the one that came out like right after,
Yeah.
the way they did they did one of my favorite things. So listen to this instrumental from the third record. And then the breakdown from the first actual song on the next album.
Sick. Yeah.
You know Daddy loves a callback.
A deep callback too.
And that's a random instrumental that they just tossed on there. And he was like, no, this is pretty hard. I love little touches like that. They lost me for sure with the last one.
For sure.
But seeing them, I didn't really have a good time because it was so perfect.
When it was the summer, they played Lollapalooza, where they had just a huge red backdrop at Lollapalooza that says Ghost in the old logo, and it was Papa 2.
That's probably awesome.
It was Papa 2. They did a secret show at the Double Door where we played the last show on our tour.
Right.
There was 200 people there.
Wow.
It was fucking perfect.
That's all. See, that sounds like what I would want.
They
wouldn't have time to dial in all the fake stuff. They have to play.
They just had to play.
Yo, and that first guy they had playing drums, holy shit.
The open-handed guy, he was sick.
You know that's my shit.
Yeah, I know.
My brother, dude. The last one I have on here, only because I saw somebody say it and I wanted to say a thing about it. Somebody put the new Candy LP.
Oh.
And let me just say, in defense of the new Candy LP.
Yeah.
The day that this record was announced, the bill to outlaw abortions was leaked. So nobody was fucking talking about the Candy album. That just they spent years on this thing, announce it. Oh, guess what? Also, abortions are probably getting outlawed. So rightfully so, the whole country is like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
The day the album releases, the fucking bill passes and abortions are outlawed.
No way.
So, like, yeah. Why would anybody talk about anything else in the world?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Wow.
So that's like, that's 9/11 for women, you know?
Yeah, totally.
Like for reproductive rights in general.
Yeah.
Sorry, not for women, for people who can give birth.
Yeah.
Apologies.
Wow.
So I feel for Candy there. I feel much more, obviously, for people who can give birth.
Of course, but when we're just talking about music,
talking in the scope of music,
I had no idea. I just saw them the other day. They played here with Fleshwater and Division of Mine, and they were great.
There it is.
They do like an industrial song that I really like. That they do.
I think there's a good bit of that on this.
There is on the record, and they do one line. It's fucking sick. Wow, crazy.
Fucking brutal, dude.
That is brutal. It's the opposite of God Hates Us All.
It's the same. It's like
Slayer was like,
yeah, let's lean into it.
Yeah, exactly.
You can't lean into the most devastating thing to happen in the history of our country for people who can give birth.
Yeah, Jesus Christ.
Yeah. So sorry, Candy. Mostly sorry for people who can give birth.
Yeah, yeah.
You want to go to the submissions and stuff now? Let's see what
you want me to do one and I'll do one and you do the other.
Let's see what these animals have given us. You know what?
What's that?
Here's a crazy one for you.
Okay.
I saw a couple people post a Deftones album. Do you want to talk about that?
Was it the Gore?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've probably listened to it twice.
And you're a big fan.
I'm a fan of Around the Fur, Adrenaline, White Pony, and Diamond Eyes. Those are, and the one that I can never pronounce is cool.
Yeah, but you like 5 albums. You're a fan.
I really like 2, and I enjoy 2 others. I would not call myself like a diehard Deftones guy, but I do think White Pony is like.
But any band you like 4 albums of is a band. You like the band.
Fair enough. Know? Yeah. Okay. I like the band.
You like 4 Metallica albums.
You're right. I like the band. I'm not crazy about Gore.
I listened to this in preparation. Maybe the least sonically offended I've ever been at the way they sounded.
This is breaking news.
Mm-hmm.
This is a HardLore exclusive.
Yep.
Long time hater.
Active disliker of their discography since I was a small child. I put this one on thinking like, man, their people hate this one. What's wrong with it?
So you were like, almost looking for.
It just sounded like Deftones to me.
You're almost looking for ammo.
I was looking for ammo and I got nothing. I got like, okay, this sounds like the rest of their shit. So you're all up your ass and you should get out. It's dirty up there.
Wow.
So yeah.
Do you want me to, or are you on Twitter or Instagram?
I'm on the Twitter.
Okay, let me pull up the Instagram.
Yo, R.I.P. to the founder of Loves.
What?
Yeah.
When?
Today. Fuck. Devastating loss. We at HardLore are devastated to announce that Tom Love, founder and executive chair of Loves, has passed away today.
Dude, that is a bummer.
This man.
Wait, his last name is Love?
Love, it's his.
I thought it was just like love, like
Tom Love,
like the verb. Wow.
R.I.P. to a king.
R.I.P.
A safe haven for touring people,
dude,
of the country.
Wow, we got 389 comments on this.
It's too many.
Instagram. That's way too
Too many.
Number one from friend of the show, Quincy Punks. Sing sorrow.
Yeah. I said thank you. You just gave us 20 more minutes.
And he really did, didn't he?
He did. We went on and on. Sorry.
Someone said title fight Shed. I'm going to
Shed?
Shed was huge. Everyone loved it.
Shed made them.
I'm going to say Hyperview. Hyperview is a perfect answer for this.
I'm not. It's not my genre of music.
It's not your genre of music.
It's not. They're not making music for me. But when I heard it, I was like, yeah, this is the best version of this.
Okay. Exactly. So being like a saves the day guy.
And Australian saves the day.
Yeah,
Australian saves the day fans be like,
being into Lifetime and saves the day and all that kind of thing. The fast title fight stuff wasn't really my vibe. I had heard it. I understood it and I was happy that they were doing well. I liked all of those guys. When Hyperview came out, I'm not even joking you. We listened to it in the van daily. That record fucking rocks.
It's a change.
It's a huge change.
It's not much of an evolution.
And people weren't digging it.
But I think now it's a tourist attraction, this wall.
Yeah, totally. The wall, yeah.
There was, while abortion was being outlawed, there was a change.org petition to save this fucking wall. So that says a lot. So who said Vauxhall and I?
Dude, someone was very, not offended, but she was like taken aback that I chose Vauxhall over anything else, especially over Viva Hate.
Viva Hate?
Dude.
Viva Hate is barely good.
Please continue. This is only good for me because, she said that to kind of get back at me for blah, blah.
Oh, okay. Viva Hate, barely good. Warzone self-titled. I didn't want to say too many hardcore records because let
me see what's on this.
No hardcore band is good forever. That's not how this works. It's a youthful genre of music. It's for the kids by the kids.
Ooh, here's a good question. What hardcore band do you think has put out like close to 100% perfect?
Terror.
I would say Youth of Today has no bad songs.
I'm not with you.
I know.
I think Break Down the Walls is like, you put down Break Down the Walls title track, and that's museum. That goes in the museum, of like, hey, this is hardcore music. This is what you do. You show them Break Down the Walls, and that's coming from me.
Yeah.
A spin kicker.
Yeah, there were no spin kicks in the youth group.
None.
Get the fuck out of here.
Warzone self-titled is fucking crazy.
I just looked at all the tracks. I don't think I know one song.
Yo, the best part on the record is just the riff from Symptoms of the Universe played note for note. It goes dun, 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 dun,
really?
Over this. There's a bizarre drum machine on the whole thing. Really fucking weird.
Whoa.
But there's some cool moments. One of them is the Symptoms of the Universe riff, note for note.
Let's see what's next, dude. This is good. Someone said Morbid Angel, your anus one.
Yeah.
Someone said Any Sabbath after they lost Ozzy. There you go.
Get out of here. Oh, Entombed, Same Difference. Crazy one.
That appeared a few times.
Yeah. I don't like it, but I do like To Ride, Shoot Straight, and Speak the Truth.
Is that a record or a song?
It's a record.
Okay.
That's the one that's like the what do people call that? Like I don't know. Something rock, like doom rock or some.
Okay. Like Death and Roll.
Death and Roll. That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
It's like a Death and Roll album, but there's like, it straight up like fully rocks.
Your brother was here on Sunday and we were talking about Death and Roll. That's the only reason that's in my brain.
That record is like the one.
Okay.
It's awesome. Yeah, somebody said To Shoot Straight by Entombed, actually good, and it is.
Dude, here's a perfect example. Someone said Everything After Perseverance.
That's insane.
You're off your rocker, brother.
Rise of Brutality is. They wrote that came out 1 year after Perseverance, and I think that deserves a standing ovation.
Dude, a year after
1 year. They wrote all them perfect tracks. They the fucking Perseverance outro, Tear It Down.
There you go. That's your blueprint for that, isn't it?
Oh, it's all I want.
My favorite song is Voice of Contention because the breakdown is just the intro riff. If they said they knew the truth, played slower.
They fucking lied.
You Lord.
The song that's just the lyrics for Just Look Around. Insane. Oh, was that Another Day, Another Vendetta?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Crazy. You got permission though, so.
Uniform Choice, Staring Into the Sun is actually a perfect answer to what we're talking about, but it's just not a record that I know well enough to defend. But that is exactly what we were talking about. Someone said that. Someone said Antenna.
Got His Eye. There's the Gore, Deftones album. Paramore After Laughter is a crazy submission.
Dude, what are you talking about?
You're smoking that good stuff.
That's what got me back into Paramore.
Really?
Where I was like, oh, it's not. So I didn't know a whole lot about Paramore, like from Riot. Like I remember when Riot came out, but I didn't know that a whole lot about them. I assumed very ignorantly that it was like an industry band.
I mean, I don't think it's not.
But I assumed that everything was written around Haley because she's such a front runner and is so talented and is obviously like iconic.
Yeah.
I just assumed that's what it was. And I was like, that's not really for me. I heard the songs, whatever.
Have you listened to the self-titled?
Yeah.
It's so good.
I've listened to all. I'm a fan of Paramore now. And what got me back into it was how many people were into After Laughter.
Oh, so you went back to the self-titled after.
And I was like, oh, wait.
It's so good.
And
the Trent and the Atticusness is so all over it. It's awesome.
Is that their names, the two dudes?
Trent Reznor and Atticus Ross.
Oh, sorry. I thought you meant the other.
No. The Atticus
two guys
produced
who are in the
self-titled,
band.
and it's like all over it.
Gotcha.
It's really cool.
Let's see,
dude. What is somebody put the Citizen As You Please one? That record rocks.
I'm a Citizen guy.
That has their best two songs.
You think so?
Yeah, I think it's the first two songs.
Is that the one with the stars?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That record
rocks. Yeah, that record does rock.
That was the one where I was like, oh, they're a fucking real ass band.
Yeah.
I heard it all when it came out, but again, not my genre of music.
Right.
Really.
Which is funny because you're a big Brand New guy. And
I am a big Brand New guy, and that's kind of I think they leaned into the Brand New stuff for real. Mm-hmm. And that's when I went back and now I get it.
Gotcha.
But dude, Jet and In the Middle of It All. In the middle of it all. Holy shit, that's a hit. You see anything good on there?
Dude, somebody said every Hatebreed since Satisfaction.
Get out of fucking my ass.
Someone said Faith No More, Angel Dust. I'm sorry.
That's
Colin.
in what?
Yeah, that actually doesn't make any sense.
That's psychotic.
Wait, I'm getting confused on what we're arguing here. We're reading people's submissions for what they consider.
But those are things where I hear that and I go, who's saying that's bad?
Okay, got it.
Even when they came out, Angel Dust was sold 1 billion copies.
So someone says State Anger and it's like, yeah, okay, there you go.
Yeah, of course.
Okay, got it.
Like, but so somebody said Integrity 2000 here. And yeah, people were like, yeah, this sucks.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not really into it. But that's objectively a contender for what we're talking about. Twitching Tongues Disharmony, says Gabe the Pigeon.
Thank you, Gabe. AFI The Blood album.
I'm not super into the Blood.
Not into that one. And then someone said Alkaline Trio, This Thing Is Cursed, the one with the phone on it, which I agree with. However, there's a song. I shouldn't say this. But there's a song that basically describes exactly where I live. It's like in the song title, but he like ghouls it up a little, and it's fun.
Should we talk about Disharmony again, or have we?
It's up to you.
I think we've maybe covered that topic, but
yeah,
that episode is gone.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to talk
the
about
only deleted episode.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna sit here and suck myself off, But it's the hardest one.
That record was your follow-up to a record that really took off in the hardcore world and potentially onto other things. You did Hellfest, you were going. And it was a follow-up that didn't perform the way that you wanted.
It was literally what we're talking about here. So,
yeah.
And now the perception is changing, which is nice.
That as it should, because that record is good.
But like Jordan Posner, I hear the criticisms and you start to believe them. And I understand them more. Where at the time I was like, what are they talking about? They're crazy. Yeah. But now I can listen to it and be like, yeah, my voice, I sound like a different guy. Because I was.
Because you were how many years older?
I was 20 years old on In Love There's No Law. I was 18 on Sleep Therapy.
Were you really 20 on In Love There Is No Law?
Yeah.
You do sound super young.
20 years old.
I didn't realize it was that young.
I sang 21 years have passed on the Loveless Nightmare re-recording.
Yeah.
Knowing it was coming out after my birthday.
Very clever.
So I was 20. Thinking about that now is like, damn, that's pretty cool. I was 20. But Disharmony, I was 23, which that's a big difference.
Someone said Pantera reinventing the steel, and Colin said Pantera sucks.
Did he?
Yeah, directly to him. little tyrant out there.
Killing Time, The Method, yeah, certainly a contender. I don't want to shit on too many hardcore records because it's just no hardcore band can be good forever. It's not easy to do. The kids. Yeah.
Dude, Judge has 3 releases.
Yeah.
The last one is bad. So like really think about it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And by bad, I'm talking about a Led Zeppelin cover and The Storm.
Right.
2.
Yeah, but that Zeppelin cover is sick.
I mean,
Sick of It All, Built to Last. Yeah. Agnostic Front Warriors is wild. And then the Blacklisted, No One Deserves to Be Here. That was
a change.
This is a contender. That was a big change. They lost a lot of people with that one. It was very ambitious, but again, they never were write the same record twice type band.
Dude, of all the bands of like that era who was constantly pushing and like exploring ideas and doing musical shit, and we just saw Beans in Baltimore just the other day. He was there with his kid, and like I remember specifically being like, oh, I'm going to do some of the stuff that he's doing. Because they were always kind of just doing cool shit.
They were
pushing the envelope.
And again, never did it the same twice. So why would they? What were you expecting? You knew they were going to get wild with this next one. So
someone said Typo Dead Again. How do you feel about that?
Dude, Dead Again rocks.
What's your
real drums?
Favorite? Is it Dead Again or Life Is Killing Me is your least favorite?
I mean, that's not fair.
Well, it
would be Dead Again because I think Life Is Killing Me is like a lot of their best songs.
Dude, someone said Broken Glass Crowbar doesn't hold up compared to the other albums.
That he must eat Broken Glass.
that might be one of the wildest takes I've read. Actually,
that's dumb as hell.
I think that record fucking rips.
Yeah, it's in the museum. You know, that's the new expression. It's in the museum for sure.
Dude, I told you I thought of something new the other day, and I've already used it.
Somebody put sinking ships. What was it?
What did I say? Someone was out there, and a friend of mine met some like another hardcore kid from Canada, wherever they were, and they were just like talking about stuff, and they recommended HardLore, and I said, out there doing the lore's work, baby.
Oh, that's too damn good. That is good.
Cold Lake, Crash Love, a lot of these
Cold
things.
Lake's fucked up. 18 Visions Obsession was that for sure. Big change. Tons of hooks. Now it's fond. Now people look back at it fondly because Tower of Snakes is so hard.
How about Haymaker by Throwdown? When it came out.
No.
Dude. No. When it came out, the reception in my circle of friends was not good. It was not good.
It was Age of Quarrel here, dude.
Dude, I loved it because it made more sense to me than the previous stuff.
No, it was Satisfaction.
Here. It was like the shit.
Yes.
But that's kind of...
It's 40 minutes away. But it was like they were the... Throwdown, Haymaker, briefly changed the world.
I love that record.
It's fucking... I mean,
Full
it holds up.
It does hold up.
It's a shame they booked that fucking show the same weekend as Sound of Fury. What an elderly thing to do.
Is that true? It's the same.
Yeah.
Oh, man. That's
AARP ass move on somebody's part. Because there's gonna, but that venue is like 400 caps, so it's gonna be 400 of the oldest motherfuckers you've ever
Oh, that's
seen.
cool that it's that small. This is a good one. Again, we're talking hardcore bands, and we're not trying to shit on anybody, but this is a good example because background music was such a major thing.
Mm-hmm.
We're down to We're Underground, the follow-up. How are you going to follow up?
Yeah.
How do you follow up with a record that is a paradigm shift?
Yeah. You either write bad or you
change.
write disharmony. You know?
Yeah.
It's you gotta figure something else out. End It said Leeway Open Mouth Kiss. I really don't like Open Mouth Kiss, so that's true. I'm who they're talking about. And
Yeah.
like people didn't like this.
Yeah.
I don't really like Adult Crash either. I think it's fine. Hornet's Nest is great. I don't remember which record that's on. But Desperate Measures is so fucking sick.
Someone said Glow On according to hardcore nerds. No.
That's an example of an evolution working perfectly.
And one that was on the wall.
It was written there I'm going to tell you this straight up, dude.
Yeah.
And I said this you'll see this in the Justice movie whenever we put that out. Brendan sang for a band or played drums for a band called One Step Too Many long ago. I think it was like a Christian metalcore band. I think Brady was the singer.
Oh.
There's a song where Brendan does like a big part. I think it's called Take Me Out.
Vocally?
And I heard that when I think I'm Brendan's age. So it was like, I hear this peer of mine.
Yeah.
And my first thought is like, this guy's going to be famous, I think.
Really?
Whoever this guy is singing.
Yeah.
This is like this must be a famous guy. The part is insane. So again, One Step Too Many, Take Me Out. Brendan Yates, guest vocal on his own band. And it's like, damn, that guy's famous. Brand New Daisy.
So
I fucking hated Daisy.
Dude, I maybe I should revisit, but yeah, I don't like Daisy. When I first
At the
heard
bottom, amazing song.
When I first heard it, I was like, well, there they go. Like,
there they go.
Yeah, you got to run out of hooks sometime.
Same, yeah. It's crap.
Someone said Blink-182 Jason said Blink-182 self-titled. I don't fuck with anything after Take Off Your Pants and Jacket. Personally.
I don't fuck with a single.
Not
track.
One?
Fuck no.
You don't fuck with Take Off Your Pants and Jacket? I feel like that would be something
Blink-182 represented everybody I hated. Everybody I hated and everybody that like bullied me.
Yeah.
Were the big Blink-182 fans on the block.
Right.
You know, like I was getting my ass whooped.
That would have been me. Big.
Well, you would have gotten it back. So, let me just, if you're listening, Henry Peterson.
Fuck you, Hank.
I'm gonna fucking you someday. Sean
Dude,
Quinn, you're all right.
You can't say that on the podcast.
I'll bleep it out.
Yeah, you gotta bleep that out.
Who else? One of them is dead, so it's like not even. Sean Quinn, you're all right. Asan Gooden, you're my boy. You know that. That's my boy. He was cool. Yeah. Somebody said Code Orange underneath. Friends of the show, listeners of the show, Code Orange. I refute that.
Yes, I agree.
I refute that, and I think this is an example of an evolution and not a change.
It was on the wall.
I think it was completely on the wall.
From Iron King on.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think maybe it's less hard because of the gimmicks.
Mm-hmm.
But they were telling you every day, hey, these gimmicks are coming. We're doing the gimmicks.
Is there a better example of a band that is abiding by the figure something out or be like right bad? Like they're pushing every envelope that they can.
Yeah.
Every single direction.
I think the blowback to the Out for Blood song is so stupid. because it sounds in line with this album. That to me sounds in line with their discography.
I feel like they could put out everything that they put out from, forever on was only going to amplify people wishing they were still kids, and like doing the like, it's the same thing.
I remember when they were kids. Shut the fuck up.
It's the same thing as Harm's Way Protein.
Yeah.
It's the same fucking thing. Like, yeah, we got it. You know what I mean? Like, there's no, it's stupid. If you don't like the band, fine.
And it's just not fair because in Code Orange's world, the regular music world was like begging them to level up.
Absolutely.
It was like, hey, we're choosing you. We're choosing you to be the next thing. Just do the thing that you do. Like, keep doing it. Do it bigger. Do more.
Twice Grammy nominated.
2-time Grammy nominee. You can't take it away from them. Just get over it. They're not the kids.
Just get over it.
Just get over it. I guarantee you the next thing they do is going to be hard as shit.
You think so?
They're not stupid.
No, they're definitely not. If there's any band that is
not stupid.
if there's any band that's not stupid, that's always thinking about what they're doing and like
they don't think about anything else. I texted Jamie asking him how he felt about the why.
Yeah.
And his response was, I'm buried. It's fine.
I'm buried.
But then he said, I'll be back, though.
Someone said Cro-Mags Revenge. That I would agree with.
Revenge is fucking awesome because it's just the White Devil record on steroids.
Right. Because it's only
those
Paris.
songs and then more.
It's
Paris.
It's Paris and Harley, right?
Yeah.
That's it.
Cro-Mags Revenge is the shit. It fucking rocks. I can't believe I didn't bring this up earlier. Because the White Devil record is a masterpiece. Therefore, Revenge must be too.
Yeah, right.
I don't want to say I'm stealing half of those riffs. So I've been planning on it for a decade now. So I'm not shouting out any tracks. But Revenge is the shit.
I'm trying to load more comments and it just won't load.
There's just too many.
There's almost
We're
400.
so popular. Shit. Terror of the Damned, the Shamed, somebody said. The damn shame on you for saying that. Damn Shamed is insane.
I'm trying. There's one song like right in the middle of the record that
Betrayer.
Rocks. Dude. Betrayer.
It's Five Deadly Venoms.
Yeah.
Think about what you were just said, the way you were just saying that.
Yep.
Damn the Shamed is Five Deadly Venoms. It's fucking sick.
Blew my mind, brother.
Yes. So anybody go back, if you skipped over Terror of the Damned the Shamed, like I said, damn shame on your B-word ass. The record is amazing.
Oh, wow. You just blew my mind.
So many. Oh my God.
What do you have a record by one of your favorite bands?
Let's end it with whatever you're about to say.
A record by one of your favorite bands.
Mm-hmm.
I'll think of another example, but a good example for me is Kill 'Em All.
Okay.
I just don't, it's not for me. It's not what I go to my favorite band for. What would be your band like that? Like a band that, like your big four bands. So for you, Life of Agony, Biohazard, fucking Typo.
It's so funny that those like Typo is in there, but
Life of Agony's not in there for you?
it's tough to say because like I Live and Die by River Runs Red, but it's like a Master Killer type situation.
I got you.
It's like
I
putting the band in there as an entity
isn't really
doesn't because they're so different from what that was. It might be Candlemass, Epicus, Doomicus, Metallicus, which is sacrilege to some.
That is a perfect answer to the question I was asking. Like
it's that to me saying that is like sacrilege.
Yeah. But it's you're looking for Nightfall and On.
I'm looking for Nightfall and On, which dude, the newer Candlemass stuff is all good.
Oh, really?
Oh my God.
Whoa.
Crazy good. Yeah, we should call it there.
Yeah, this is a long one. This is a good one.
There were a lot of great albums that a lot of people considered bad. So the real twist to this episode is that there are no bad albums.
That's the
other than the
spoiler.
few that or tough to defend.
Other than anything Red Hot Chili Peppers, the White Stripes, and Aerosmith
I'm with you on White Stripes for sure.
put out. Those are only bad records.
Enemies of art. Thank you so much for joining us. This was HardLore. Popstar, the greatest comedy of the 2010s. Bo Looters is scum. Thank you so much. Bye.
Main.
Looters, you're an overrated piece of shit. With your rolled-up sleeves and your backdrop leaves. Cut your split ass ends, you ugly.